Is this working? Are we live? Can you all see and or hear me? Potentially, potentially not. Let's find out. Just gonna share L live. You can see and hear me. Lovely jubbly. Because I actually went a little bit live a minute before the time I put, which was 10 minutes later than I said it would be. I'm just going to share this in the Discord. To kick off, holy shit, what a good soundtrack. And I'm not saying this because I've already listened to the soundtrack. I'm saying this because for the last 5 minutes I've had it playing because I've had the game open, and it's good stuff. It's good stuff. I'm assuming you can hear it. I hope I've got it set up right. 9 people. Hello. Allegedly. I've come to realise the analytics live are usually almost always wrong at the time, but hey ho. Time to ping the channel. It is worth noting that the creator of this mod is nowhere to be seen. But if he was here, he should show himself. Speaking of that human being very specifically, I'm assuming... Okay. Damn it. I do want it to be full screen though, so hang on. Is this a new game? This is a fan game by somebody in the chat right now. Hi Corkben, I was there on the Rayman 2 stream. I remember you. Right, how do I shrink this down? I say that like I didn't already set this up today and then get it wrong immediately. Huh? Yeah, I'm not very clever. Whoops. I should have just toggled full screen. Alright. Let's fix that. Gamepad controls. Hang on. Actually, I do have a controller plugged in. I might just stick with that then. Whoa! What's this? What is this witchcraft? We're missing some on the left side. Yeah. I don't know why. It's because of the border's got the stupid... What's it called? What's the word I'm looking for? My border has the shadow, so I might make it a little bit smaller so it fits, so you can just see everything a bit better. There we go. Probably close enough, I should think. We'll see. Who knows? Right. Can I use a controller for this? How do I do this? I have a controller plugged in, but I may not have set anything up correctly. Wow, you are reviewing a fan game. I am indeed. Do you think they should make Rayman Party game, and if so, what would it be? It'd be Rayman Raving Rabbids, unfortunately. I think they should. I think they should make another racing game, or like a sequel to Rayman M. Just played this before. Is it an Xbox controller? It is an Xbox controller. This was shown in Rayman Alive, but not the recent one. It was shown in Rayman Alive a few years ago, and I remember seeing it. And I have since come into contact with the man behind it, which was a pretty surreal thing. It should just work. Okay, I might... What did I do? Oh, you can't see on there. I think I've crashed my computer. I'll press the Xbox button, and it's opened up Steam on the Spore page. What? Do you know what? I'll unplug it and plug it back in again. There is a very solid chance there's a driver I need to have installed for this controller because I haven't used it before. So I reckon we're keyboard and scousing it, which is fine because that's kind of how I prefer to play 2D games on a computer anyway. Right. Maybe cable in. Yeah, this is the problem. It is plugged in. It's alright. I'm going to play with the keyboard. Actually, yeah, there's a lot of focus on Polocus. I missed this. Well, I didn't miss it. I opened this before I started the stream. So I'm going to play this to start the stream. So anyone discovering the game can see the intro too. When you said party game, you meant like Mario Party. Yeah, I guess that could work. They did Rabbids Land, that's basically Mario Party. And Rabbids Party of Legends. Like, I just don't think Rayman being included would have made those games good. This soundtrack is entirely... what's the word? Custom? Is that the right word? This is not just ripping files from Rayman 2 and Rayman 1 and putting them in there. These are full, like a proper soundtrack. You are out. Goodbye. Goodbye, goodbye. You mean exclusively a Rayman Party game like Mario Party? I just can't see it being particularly... I don't know, I mean I'm sure it'd be fun, but I don't know if a Rayman Mario Party would really be the best use of Ubisoft's time. It could go further with like a... well, sequel to Rayman M. If there's a Pro Tune and an Elect Tune, where's the new tune? I recognise that picture. Right, let's do this. This game will auto-save when you enter the Dreamer's Highway. Good. This is not some PS1 game where I have to make save states on a Switch or anything. It'll save on its own. Lovely. El Darkness Awakens. I didn't actually pay attention to the control scheme when I was in the options for the keyboard, so I'm just going to raw dog it. Well, A is exactly the first button I went to for jumping, so this is a good start. Attack is space, action is X. Okay. Just enough power to talk to you using these statues. Okay. Press the jump button to jump. Is this a little Rayman 3 reference? You gotta press the jump button in order to jump. Alright. Must admit, I'm glad you're awake. Remember to grab yellow lums, they're a great source of energy. Is the yellow lum... There is a counter, okay. So I'm gonna have to collect them all to 100% this. This is my plan. Maybe not today, I'm not sure I can do it in one go. We'll see. Would you rather Rayman in Mario Kart World as a DLC or Sonic Crossworlds? I reckon Sonic, because I think they'd probably be able to have more fun with him. He'd be more... he'd fade into insignificance in Mario Kart, I think. The nightmares have taken over. Well, that's not good. I've breached the walls of my boundary. The world's protection destroyed. And then they entrapped me in the nightmare realm. Already a better story than Legend. Shit. Okay, already a better story than Legends. But that's not really saying a lot. Yeah, I think in Sonic Crossworlds he's got more of a chance to shine. Maybe. Because, yeah, there's a bunch of other random IPs. He'd fit in more. And I think have more of an opportunity to be a proper character. I think that's it. Trapped, I can now only watch and communicate with you. Everyone I created that we love destroyed. Reduced to dust before my eyes. All gone, leaving just you. That was a disgusting sounding slurp, I'm sorry. Recover your punch and use the attack button to knock down the plum. How do I get the thingy? If you collect enough lums, the door will open. Oh! Ah, delicious. You killed Glowbox. You made this game entirely to kill Glowbox, didn't you? Disgraceful. Would you rather he be a single character or like a package with Glowbox? Ooh, I don't know. I reckon it should be just Rayman for now, and then drip feed other characters. You're the only one who can get them back, Rayman. Press up to activate this statue. Well, we 100%ed the first level, so you snooze, you lose. It was what I would say to myself if I didn't 100% the first level. I'm going to win. This game totally doesn't have a really hard mode, or like really hard levels, as far as I'm aware. Will you get 100% on all levels? Probably not today, but I plan to. I mean, this is a Rayman game, and well, I mean, the only game I've ever given up on getting 100% on was that fucking Rayman 3 Havoc Reignited, because woof. Woof. Why does your Rayman 1 ports vid look high quality? Do you mean resolution? Because resolution, I discovered I was filming in 1080p for a bunch of my videos, and I just put on the 4K recording settings. I bought another hard drive to put all the footage on because I ran out of space. Now my videos are higher quality, if that's what you mean. Good luck with the boss rush, yeah. This looks like a game you would play on cool maths games. No, this is better. From the highway you can reach all areas of the world. Not resolution. Do you mean just like high quality as in it's a bit better made than my normal videos? Because if so, hey, I'll take that, because that was the intended, that's what I wanted to do. I have a VFX degree, so those, like that timeline that I made in After Effects, I did that the only reason I made that video yesterday, the ports video, was because I wanted to make a timeline, because I hadn't used After Effects in a few years. Because like anyone with a degree, I don't actually use my degree for my job, so it's been a while and I missed it, so I wanted to make something in After Effects, and I did. And that's why that video exists, and now, yeah. That's kind of why I guess it's higher quality, because the only reason it exists is because I wanted to make something slightly higher quality. The soundtrack is ridiculous. I love it. Do you think Rayman should be in Smash? Yeah, for the sake of exposure. No, because I just simply don't care enough about Smash to really want it, if that makes sense. We're playing Peak here. Like, oh no, the Origins inspiration is great. Like but it changed. Oh man, it's good. This is good shit. Yeah. We're playing Peak. We have different gameplay mechanics that should have been in Rayman 1. After yesterday's video, I downloaded Rayman Advance. Why did you do that? I thought I made it pretty clear in the video. It was not a good way to play Rayman. What game in the Rayman series is this most influenced by? That's a good question. I have a guess. But I also am pretty sure I've been told directly. Can I duck? Oh, you can. Lovely. Oh, I did that anyway. You like punishment. Hey, don't we all? I mean, no, hang on. I feel like if I fall down there, nothing bad's going to happen. Nothing good's going to happen. Yeah, fair enough. Probably 1 and 2. This definitely feels like a... if the franchise stopped after Rayman 1, this feels like a fan game that would have come out then. Are you kidding me? I can't get back up there, can I? God damn it. This feels very Rayman 1-y. In my opinion. But in a good way. So far, it's not been too punishingly painful. Obviously, I did miss a lung by doing a stupid jump, but whatever. That's my bad. Can't go through there, can I? Who's this? Oh, okay. Oh, it's a checkpoint. Oh, right, that's a camera. I was just looking at his hair. I should have paid more attention. Whoa. Well, look, I'm so used to Rayman on the DS taking my actual picture that I don't like the photographer by I don't know what the word is, by association. Oh, this has got all the secrets. This is very Rayman 1. I like it. But it's not quite as evil yet. Ooh, have you tried Rayman Brain Games on the PS1, Corkben? I've got it. I'll be brutally honest. I've never played it, but I have got it. Well, I've got one of them. I don't know about Brain Games, because I think that's what it's called in America, but it's called Rayman Jr. in the UK, or it's the other way around. Damn it, I was hoping I could get back over the top. Either way, I think the UK one, there are 3 different ones, like for different intelligence levels. I've got the first one, but I've got it sealed, so you know it's worth about a tenner. Unfortunately, I thought I got a good deal, but it seems like it's just not worth anything. Whoa! But I never played it because, and I'll be completely honest here, I'm sure it's not actually very fun as a grown man who's not in school. I think. Oh, yeah, and every time I get to the checkpoint, it needs to take a screenshot of the stream and immediately show it back to me. Hello. Hello, hello. If Ubisoft were to sell the Rayman IP, what company do you think should be in charge of a new Rayman game? I can't think of a single video game company that I would actively choose to be in charge of any franchise, I'll be honest. None of them are good. Oh, you bastard. That said, I feel like whoever it was that made the Spyro Reignited trilogy, not Activision, I mean like the developers, I'd have them just because that was good. So was the Crash trilogy. I think they was the same developers. I'd take them any day of the week. Not Crash 4 though, they misunderstood how game design works, and I don't mean just because it's hard, I mean it's like the game doesn't understand itself. What's the game genre you find least enjoyable? I think sport games. I don't want to sound like a standard, like, oh, FIFA sucks, but I've just never found the appeal of like FIFA or Madden or any of them. I don't find them particularly enjoyable. I'm not a big multiplayer fan in general, so the appeal of FIFA being that you can play football inside with your friends on a game that really doesn't actually function very well, versus going outside and playing football, which also, might I add, I can't think of anything I'd rather do less than that. Never appealed to me. Not a massive fan of roguelites either. I think that would actually be my answer if I can't say sports games, because I don't like them. I tried the Rogue Prince of Persia. Did I have to die less than 4 times? And I died exactly 4 times. What we've got here is damn good game mechanics. That is the kind of stuff I really like. This is what elevates a level. And I'm not just saying this because I know you and I'm trying to be nice. I'm saying this because genuinely, my favourite thing about Crash 4 is that there are challenges. Oh no. Okay. I was wrong. Never mind. You've got to get all the lumps too. Okay, this is my point. That's one thing I like about Crash 4 is that you've got different challenges. You've got the insanely perfect relics where you've got to do it all without dying. You've got to collect everything. You've got to collect all the Wumpa fruit. That's exciting to me. That makes levels feel a lot better, in my opinion. So I very much like this gameplay mechanic. Whoa. This was inspired by Crash 4. It seems like you've taken inspiration of the good bits of Crash 4. If Disney made a Rayman attraction, now that would be good. That would do a lot for the franchise. Do you think Rayman 4 will be riddled with expensive DLC and microtransactions? I'm going to say no. I think they might have some microtransactions for a couple of costumes. But if I was to hazard a guess, based on the way they did a 180 on Shadows and didn't do a season pass, and there's a lot better with the microtransactions there, I think they're probably on the right track now. Hope Rayman's getting a new game. Hope Rayman getting a new game ages well. It's been 2 years. I reckon this year or next year we're going to see him. Lums work more like Crash, so yeah, that's fair enough. It makes the game longer, I guess. Would you like to see a new Rayman game, 3D or 2D? Ah, 3D. Any day of the week. I mean, I'd take a 2D game, but 3D. Toys for Bob is known for bringing back old game IP, so it's not impossible. Yeah, that's true. Remember, it autosaves. Oh, yeah, it does, doesn't it? The autosaves exactly here. This is true. Going to the UK this year, by the way. Nice. Whereabouts in the UK? I can tell you if it's good or not. Humble Greens. I want to go in that one. Oh, I've got to, I can go to this one. Okay. What choices do I have? Humble Green or Sunrise Fields? Break 10 cages. And is that like a permanent health upgrade? I hope so. I like the background. It feels like spacey and kind of like the Hall of Doors in the PC and N64 version of Rayman 2. Me gusta. I think we don't need a Rayman game produced by Disney because Rayman 2 sure feels like one. Rayman 2 doesn't feel like a Disney game. It's got slavery in it. They stopped doing that in the 50s. Disney, I mean. Ah, yeah. Tory. What's this one? This one's gonna fall. Yeah, that makes sense. This music is fantastic. This definitely feels like a Rayman fan game, and I mean that in the sense like you can tell that you're taking inspiration from the whole series, not just let's make a game and throw Rayman on it. You can like, oops, with the music, the Hall of Doors, the sound effects, the environments, like it definitely, you can tell that you are an Rayman fan through and through. Because obviously, you know, I know that Rayman 3 is your absolute favourite Rayman game. There is a slight difference between Pinocchio having a very mild swear word and a game about slavery. Well, no, I mean, the issue here is that Rayman 2 would suggest slavery is a bad thing. That's not very Disney of them. Rayman 3 is, in fact, the ultimate Rayman game. What the hell? What the hell, indeed? Uh-oh. No. Okay. Nice. Okay. If I do the duck thing... Oh, that does do it. Okay. Nope, never mind. Ah! Okay, I'm low on health. That's a plum, isn't it? Crusty Livingstones. That's what I call my balls. Oh, it's him. How do you... This might be Rayman 4. Be better than a modern Ubisoft version of Rayman 4. Anything would be. You can tell they were like the first thing you drew. When something's in development for a long time, it is pretty funny seeing like different areas where someone has refined their craft and improved. The script for yesterday's video I actually wrote in 2023, long before I ever made a video on my channel. So when I was reading that through, I was thinking to myself, God damn, I've improved at writing scripts. So it was, yeah, I feel that. I don't want to walk under that just in case. Okay. That's spiky. I want to jump on it like a plum, but that is spiky. That's going to kill me, right? Whoa! Fucking hell. Oh, no! Oh, there was a checkpoint, okay. Huh? Did I... Oh dear. Okay, well I'm going to be replaying every level to get 100% clearly. Whoopsie. Your lump count is saved, they just respawn. Okay, this is good news. This is Russell Howard's good news. Except not going to make headlines about saying awful things to people. Also, how is the Rayman DLC, Rayman Minecraft DLC? I have not played Minecraft in about 10 years, I'm afraid, so I cannot comment. But it looks damn good. Ubisoft should start a Rayman comic book series. I think they should, actually. I think that would be good. Right, I want to see what happens if I get this down there. Out of interest. No! No, fuck off! Not a lot's happening. I feel like I'm going to waste my time by doing this, but I want to see what happens if I just take this with me. It's like that one thing in Half-Life 3. That was a Freudian slip. It's like that one thing in Half-Life 2. There's an achievement for taking like a gnome with you for the entire game of like episode 1 or something. Because obviously you've got the gravity gun, so like you carry that with you, and then you kill all the zombies or head crabs or whatever. And then you pick it up again, you take it with you. How many levels are in this game, perchance? I think you told me, but I have forgotten. No gnome magic here. Well, I'm going to drop this in the water on principle. No, I'm not. God, for fuck's sake. Now I've only got 1 health left. Oh, it's him again. Hello. So these are more designed that you can hit them out the way. Is this dangerous? That feels like a bad idea. There we go. Bingo. Just less than 40. This isn't going to go well for me. How do I get over there? I know, by doing that. Oh! Now we're talking. I don't know how many times I've died. Is it only the once? Tell me these respawn. Okay. I like that you can glide infinitely. That is one of my annoyances with certain Rayman games, is that, and by certain Rayman games I mean exactly 2 of them. Rayman 2 and Rayman 1. Except it's not true for Rayman 2, I don't know why I said that. I like that you can glide infinitely. I don't like when you like try and glide in a Rayman game and it just stops. I should have put a link in the description. Can I do that? Can I change the description now? Hang on. Well, that's a sign to pause for a second while I make a change on the stream. Can I add text? I can add text. Huh? Oh, no, that's not the right text. Whoopsie. How do I change the text on this? This is not what I meant. That's not how you spell either. Yeah, sorry about that. I didn't realise. Didn't realise that was the last thing I had written, apparently, on on here. Oh well, you could pay on Game Jolt to mute him. Oh, I thought I got lucky there and it wasn't going to spawn the thingy. What engine was this? I forget. I know you did tell me. No? Go away. Go away. There we go. Game Maker S2. They made a second season of Game Maker. God damn. On Instant Gaming, if you search up Rayman, you can see an official Rayman remake that's coming soon in 2026. Does it have any other info about it? Does it tell you which one it is? Because that is some information I would like to know. If it says it's a Rayman Origins remake, it would be good to know. I mean, I'm sure we're going to find out one day, but it's been a long time that we've known a Rayman remake is coming. I'm desperate to know. Give me my Origins remake right now, because, well, I'd prefer Rayman 1. It was horny. Look at it yourself real quick. Don't tell me what to do. I will, but that's not the point. Last time I looked away from the screen, I died. What did you look on? Instant Gaming. Oh, it's one of those CD key sites. Don't trust that. You can pre-order Half-Life 3 on there, for fuck's sake. This game's so charming, you did amazing, dude. I second that. This game is really charming. Rayman Remake PC, and it's got a screenshot of the Rayman 3 fan remake. Yeah, I would take that with a pinch of salt. I mean, a Rayman remake almost definitely is coming this year. I think maybe early next year, but it's definitely coming. So that is true. It's just, it's not Rayman 3 for sure. Don't tell me what to do as he instantly follows the order. Well, you know me. I have no backbone. You like the music, you can hear some Rayman Arena. The soundtrack, look up the soundtrack. How many? If I'm not mistaken, there are 40 tracks on here. I am mistaken. There are 48 tracks on here. On the soundtrack. It's incredible. And it is goddamn brilliant soundtrack. 55 including the updates. No, it's a real website. I got the whole Assassin's Creed games. Oh, I know it's a real website. As in, like, it works. Like CD keys, G2A, all those lot. But they also put games up for pre-order before they're even announced, because it's not an official site, as in, like, Ubisoft don't like them because you're buying cheaper CD keys from a third party. So, like, Ubisoft won't have put the game there, if that makes sense. Like, you can pre-order Half-Life 3, you can pre-order Beyond Good and Evil, you can do all that stuff. I got them all! Did the door open? I think I only died twice, 3 times. CD Keys, isn't he that one guy from With the Millers? Jason CD Keys or something. Hey, did I 100% a level? Dare you to name your channel Clogger for a second. Maybe I'll get a second channel called Clogger. I was thinking of calling a second channel Cork Glenn. Well, no, I named the second channel Cork Who, and then Doctor Who became one of the worst TV shows ever made. So I stopped making videos as soon as Wishwell happened. Good level design. Yeah, this is like legitimately great level design. You should do a stream where you watch the Big Les show. What are you talking about? Nah. I don't want to get demonetized. It's baffling to me that that's somehow actually still on YouTube. Alright, let's do this. How about Dr. Cork? If I ever made a show, a channel where I reviewed House, I'd call it Dr. Cork. You fucking Drago. Oh, no. There we go. The plum is a bit janky, aren't we all? Wait, you watch? I've seen the Big Les show. Personal favourite moment of mine is when they're on the plane on the way to the island and Big Les is going on about how much he just fucking hates Norton. I'm not going to say what he says because like it's actually just not nice and out of context it's really, really bad to say on a stream. But he's just going on about how much Norton's such a fucking cunt. What a show. I saw the Big Les show when I was like 15, and ever since then I've wanted a monkey called Quinton. The monkey thing's unrelated to the Big Les show. More just like I'd quite like a chimp to live with me. I quite like monkeys. And I would call it Quinton after the kid that gets a GameCube. After he gets his dad a bobblehead or something. Do you have Dreams on PS4? I do not, actually. You're going to London this year. What food do you recommend? Ooh. What food do I recommend in London? I'm a very basic man. I'll find one thing I like and then just eat that constantly. So I have Nando's, I have Greg's, and I have Subway a lot. But I feel like that's a very boring thing to recommend. Although, to be fair, if you're coming to the UK, you've got to try a sausage roll from Greg's. It's kind of a staple. I feel like that thing, that little cannon, whatever they're called, the little ball, anti-tune, I genuinely don't know what they're called. Obviously I know what they're meant to be. I feel like that wouldn't be there if there wasn't some kind of Easter egg, maybe? I don't know. You used to have a monkey. Are you jesting, or did you actually used to have a monkey? What was he called? Anti-tune. That's what they're called. I knew I was close. Obviously close to dying, apparently. Does it get harder with the constraints to unlock that door at the end? You know how at the moment it's just you got to get all the lums and not die 4 times. Does it ever get like you can't even die once? Do I need to be worried? Is my question. He's just in prison. Okay, that's fine. Because I didn't really want to risk making dangerous jumps above water, I'll be honest. There might be some trickier ones. Uh-oh. Okay. You're actually the best content creator on everything. I made a TikTok last night from the toilet. So I'll take your compliment, thank you, but I disagree. You should play Halo Reach. Yeah, maybe. I mean, at some point I'm going to have exhausted every Rayman game on this channel and need to stream other things. So, maybe I will. I do like Halo Reach, to be fair. I have played it before, but obviously not streamed it or anything. I'm one of those folks that likes a good old original. I don't know why the hell I worded it like that. What I'm saying is, my favourite Halo is the first one. Is what I'm dancing around saying for absolutely no reason. Hey, I've got half the lums. Halo Reach co-op playthrough stream with all of his mates. Do you know what? That would actually go hard. Fair play. A clogger TikTok. It was a clogger TikTok. Do I have to unlock the power? God. Dang it, Jeremy. I do. Your breakup with Rayman is going to be sad. I know, right? Looking forward to it. Is this... Am I going to have to unlock the power to swing in another level and come back here? I must say, I am a tad fearful I'm not gonna 100% this. Have you ever watched House MD? No, actually. I watched like that one clip of them going into an MRI scan that's like a... What's the word? Like a dimension to another world, and thought that's probably quite good. And someone said it was like season 6, and I thought, you know what? I don't want to commit to watching something that long, just for the sake of understanding one tiny speck of context. Okay, do I need the plum? Because I feel like that's going to be a tricky... Ooh! How do I get up there? I can't get up there without swinging. You might be able to get 100%. The update introduced 105%, so you can get to 100. 105%. You bastard. I shouldn't have. I should have taken the plum round the other side first, shouldn't I? That was a mistake. Goodness gracious me. See, I do enjoy a difficult game. But I literally just gave up on 100% in Crash 4 this weekend. Kind of hoping this would be easier. But hey, we live and learn. Well, I don't learn very much. That's a different issue. Ah, you can do that trick. Means I just wasn't doing it properly. This is easier than Crash 4. Well, I would hope so. I don't mean to sound dramatic, but I do think Crash 4 is the hardest game I've ever played. Hanging on the edge of tomorrow. Ah, you almost said a naughty word there. Oh, you absolute Tory. Really? What's your thoughts on the colour orange? If there's a TV show called The Colour Orange, I'm afraid I've never seen it. If you just mean the colour orange in general. It's alright. Quite like it. I'm not getting that lump, because I've definitely got to come back with another power in order to 100% this, so I'll do it then. And I have not broken 10 cages. Is Subway in... He means orange is the new black. Oh, I've never seen that. Someone told me there were boobs in it. When I was a teenager, but I didn't watch it. Not that, like, you know, I would have watched it because there were boobs. I mean, case in point, I didn't watch it. Complete helicopter on high and break 8 cages. It's a lot more cages than I thought. Oh, 8 cages in general. I see what you mean. Benevolent game design. Is Subway any different in the UK? The logo's crap in my country. Where are you from? What country? Subway is different in Canada to the UK. I know that much. Well, I'm going to restart this level. Because... I just... yeah. Now, Subway's worse in Canada than the UK, I'll tell you that much. And also you have to ask for capsicums instead of peppers, which threw me off, but also threw them off when I kept saying pepper. And they were like, no, we don't have pepper. I'm like, the pepper. And I pointed to it. And they're like, capsicum. I said, what the hell's a capsicum? And they said pepper. And I said, well, right, why didn't you put it on then? Because I said pepper. We got into a bit of an argument. But I'll be honest, I think he was just trying to pull my leg. Have you ever watched Rick and Morty? If so, what's your favourite character? I have. I think... Call Me a Simple Man, the dad. I haven't watched it in like 10 years. I stopped watching it after it stopped being good. But whatever the dad was called, he was funny. Corkben is scared of boobs. Maybe. Indonesian country. I have no idea what Subway is going to be like. I don't know why I asked what country you're in, because the only other Subway I've had is Canadian. So I couldn't comment what it's like in America, any Indonesian countries. By the way, if you quit back to the level select without completing a level, it will save your cage progress. See, that is kind. As long as it doesn't save that I died. Wonder what that mysterious potion does. Oh, shit. Oh, hell yeah. Now we're talking. No, we're not. Oh, bollocks. Oh, this is what we like. This is gaming. There's 3 Callums in the chat right now. It's getting very confusing. I feel like this is going to be the way that's got lungs. Yeah. Ah, he did a checkpoint and I didn't actually have to go up there. See, this is kind. This is a good level. I wish Rayman 1 had levels like this. Like more fast-paced flying ones rather than the hell that we got. Fochen Cinema. Who's the best Callum? Whichever one drops a £10 super chat right now. For some reason I vividly remember seeing Subway selling cooked rice. Okay, all I can confirm, Subway for you is very different than it is in the UK, because we don't have cooked rice. They tell you what though, Scrubway has just introduced stuffing bread. Now the bread isn't stuffing, but it's like stuffing topped, so it's got the herbs and the onions and shit. It is delicious. I've been getting that every time I get a Subway. But I've also been ordering Subways and it coming about an hour and a half later, so my experience isn't too great because it's by the time I get it, it's cold. But hey, it's good. They also do like pizza subs now. It's good kush. What do you mean there's a cross? Ridiculous. Corkben's scared of boobs. My girlfriend does boobs and I'm terrified of her. So, probably by association, yeah. Slutway can eat a stuffed one. Whoa, you don't like Subway. Have you ever got royally shanked in the UK? That feels like a... what's the word? A... stereotype? Is that the correct term? Either way, yeah. Welcome to Absolute Clogger for the 3rd time. If I got to edit my fucking video to thank you in the end credits again, because I keep an eye when everyone like drops in and off. Hi, when do you expect Ubisoft to give us more info on the Rayman remake? If they do a Ubisoft Forward in April, then. Otherwise, probably like a month before it comes out, so whenever that'll be, because it seems to be they're doing it close to the edge. Hello, 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 Adam. Hey man, you should look in the live event chat in the server. Oh yeah, gaming. Uh-oh, what's someone... Has anyone posted anything? Boobs! Oh! Someone posted boobs in the server. Not even boobs, just the word boobs, and it scared me. Yeah, edit your video with a 500-word thank you speech. Well, it would get the videos to a lot longer, get higher audience retention. Well, no, lower audience retention, probably. He actually saw my thing. That's what I was scared of. One more question about the UK. Is Back to the Future on Netflix in the UK version? I don't know. I'm operating on a VPN, so I have no idea what's on UK Netflix. I'm using US Netflix. I'm going to hazard a guess and say no. I think a lot of... Hang on, there are no lums in this level. I'm going to see what it said when I jumped into it. Anti-toon hideout, throw your punch further up. Okay. I thought it was like a little, you got to kill them all to win the level or something. Nah, I think they're quite tight with Back to the Future. And by tight, I mean, like, I don't think the studio have much control over it, because Robert Zemeckis, I think, has the rights, which, thank God, to be honest, because they would have remade it by now, and that's not nice. L boss fight. What are we doing here? This is... Uh-oh. Can I hit them back to him? No. Okay. Oh, damn it, a cage. How do I get up there? Ah! Oh, hell yeah. This music goes hard. I love it. Tell me that's... Ah! Okay, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. Yo, have you ever done drugs? Sorry for the random question. That is an interesting question. I'm not sure that's the most appropriate topic for a stream. I mean, I took some codeine once, but I'd also just had an operation. Mega Motion CD sent 5 Corkben gift memberships. You absolute hero. I didn't even know you could do that. That's so cool. So are you all cloggers now or something? I had no idea you could do that. Well, firstly, thank you, Mega Motion CD. Your hero. Also, Callum B. I'm pretty sure I'm not allowed to answer that on a stream. Whether the answer is yes or no, I'm just going to be safe and ignore the question. We have to wait for Bob to die first, then we get a 4th movie. I sort of disagree, because we need to leave the classic alone. Yes, no, thank God that Robert Zemeckis doesn't... what's the word? Let people make more Back to the Futures, because it would have been remade by now, and that's bad. You got to leave it alone. I completely agree. I mean, they shouldn't really have made the 3rd one. Plead the 5th, buddy. Trust me, I would gift you if I had money. Hey, look, there's no obligation to gift at all. I was only joking when I said the best Callum is the one that donates a tenner, but I'm pretty sure that 5 memberships might be a tenner, so I might have our answer. There's no obligation to gift money. Never is. If ever I say anything about Super Chat, I am entirely just joking. I know, but I just want to. Well, thank you. That is muchly appreciated. Rat Boy is the best Callum. What, Rat in Baked Beans? Don't tell me he's called Callum as well. I'm not paying enough attention here. This massive bomb, anti-toon. I recognise it. Like... I don't know why, but it makes me think of this game from, like, that I used to play when I was a kid. I can't remember what it was called, though. But it's tripping me out, because I know it can't have been a game I played when I was a kid, because I know when this came out. But, like, I feel like I've seen this picture before. Weird. Very nice sprite, anyway. I feel like for this stream only, the best Callum could be the one that made the game. Do you know what? You might have a point there. There's a giant anti-toon in Rayman Raven Rabbids GBA, but does it look like this? Fuck a duck. If it makes you feel better, you're the YouTuber who I watch while eating. Fuck you, anti-toon. That's incredible. That still trips me out that is a thing. that people would watch my videos while eating. I mean, hey, I'm very happy about that. It just still feels so weird that that's a thing that people can say and potentially mean. What up, Glowbox? I thought you couldn't join. Woohoo, woohoo. I reckon I've done 10 cages by now. Well, we're going to investigate that in a minute. Hey, permanent health upgrade. Hell yeah. You're doing backflips. What's the... The Forgotten Swamps? Huh? Oh my god, it teleported me. That took me way too long to work out what happened there. Callums aren't clones, they're superior human beings. I made a video in college with a friend called Callum, where he was in fact a bunch of clones made by an evil guy who used to dance to Take On Me by Aha. So for the last 10 years of my life, in fact, I have associated Callums with clones. Imagine if it was a train to KC City. You're watching from a train, nice. All you had to do was follow the damn train, CJ. Purple Lum's Swamp. This is genuinely really good. Right. Oh god. I want to see if you can defeat these. Nice. Also, after your first video... Oh, thank you! You have been blessed by the Korean Jesus. Also, why did your first vid take so long to post a new video? Ah, that's interesting. No one's ever mentioned that first video on my channel, and I don't even refer to it as the first video on my channel anymore. The RAYMAN rant, as it's called. Ooh, I want to see what this says. Ooh. So I made a video in 2020 called... well, no, I made a video in 2014 called Far Cry in a Nutshell, but we certainly don't talk about that. That's been gone for years. But this channel I've had for 12 years now. And in 2020, when COVID was at its peak and I had nothing better to do with my life, I got really fat. And then I decided to go on a diet. And then I started feeling good about myself. And then I started making videos. And I made a review of The Last of Us Part 1, because The Last of Us 2 came out, and I was like, how wouldn't it be funny if I clickbait people? And I put The Last of Us 2 picture as the thumbnail, but I actually review The Last of Us 1 and I say that it's crap. And I got like 30 views overnight and I was really happy. I was like, oh hell yeah. So then, I thought I'd ride the wave, make some more videos. And I made a review of Shark Boy and Lava Girl, the movie. A review of Birds of Prey, which I actually really enjoyed. I thought that was a good movie, the Harley Quinn one. And some other things, including like ranking every Assassin's Creed game, which I have since remade that video, and instead of being 10 minutes long, it ended up being over an hour. But among those was a video called The RAYMAN Rant, which I have to assume a lot of people who might watch my videos now have not seen, or do not know about. But I left it there because randomly in 2021, it got a bunch of views, and it got like 20,000 views, and I thought, you know what? Might look good. So I kept that on there when I made my video about Astrobot. And I thought it might look good if there's a video with 20,000 views sitting there on the channel. If people ever see this Astrobot one, it might help it have a bit more reach, you know? That Astrobot video has got 60,000 now, so I'm going to assume that I made the right call there. I don't know how much of an impact it made, but as far as I can say, I think everything went pretty well. Because here I am, streaming and making videos where I can pretty much guarantee a set number of people are going to see them, which is really cool and still trips me out sometimes. But basically, I made like 20 videos in the summer of 2020. None of them got really very many views. None of them broke 1,000, apart from the RAYMAN one. I think the Shark Boy and Lava Girl one, maybe. It's quite weird watching that RAYMAN rant back, because like the editing style. I like to think I've improved, but definitely the same editing style, I think. Anyway, so that video, 4 years goes by. I don't make anything, because I go back to uni later that year, in 2020, and then I have more things to do, so I don't make any more videos. I write some videos in between then and 2024, don't get me wrong, I write plenty of videos, including the one I dropped yesterday, because that was written in 2023. People say bless you because I sneezed. And then I play Astrobot. And Astrobot changes the game a little bit, because that is when I made a prediction. And by prediction, I mean I worked it out. And that video did quite well. At the time, when the Astrobot video first dropped, I had all my old videos on the channel. And then when it dropped, I thought to myself, I know, I'm going to make RAYMAN videos. So I deleted everything that wasn't RAYMAN. And that's why that RAYMAN rant is still there. My plan was to get rid of it at some point. But it keeps getting views and comments, so clearly people don't think it's awful. So I've left it there. That was a really long-winded explanation, but that's why it took 4 years between my first and second video. And in my second video, the Astrobot video, I say, I'm probably never going to make another video, this was just for fun. And then I promptly, 8 days later, released another video, and I've dropped videos pretty much every single week since then. So it just shows how much I lie. You fucking prick. Nice. Oh, have you ever played Doom Eternal? I did see the question the first time round, and I just completely missed. Like, I saw it and then meant to reply. I've not. I've sampled Doom 2016, but I've actually not played Eternal. Is it good? I've heard it's good. There's another one now, isn't there? I missed a cage. Gosh damn it. What do I have to do to get into this one? Break 30? Oh man. Jinx Monsoon? Ooh, I like the rain. How do I get up there? There we go, that bounces. Ah, yeah. No, that's going to be too hard. The Dark Ages. Is it good? Wasn't the Dark Ages like a half-price one as well? Or am I thinking of something else? I know Wolfenstein did like a third game that was not very good and was really cheap because they knew it wasn't very good. Youngblood or something. Anything that calls itself Youngblood can sod itself. And I don't just mean that one guy. I mean, like, it's an interesting name for anything. This game could be a multitasking test. Hey, I'm a multitasking test at the end of the day. What does that even mean? Play Doom Eternal on stream and then Dark Ages. Okay. You got review copy of the Doom the Dark Ages. How'd you manage that? Was borderline DLC for Wolfenstein. I see. I'm really hoping I get a review copy of Prince of Persia. Name any classic boomer shooter with a good third installment. Isn't Doom 3 meant to be good? I'm still getting comments on yesterday's video about that fucking Pocket PC joke. It's not that bad. If you don't find it funny, whatever, like, I don't care. But I didn't spend that long going on about that one joke. People are complaining about it so much. Do you know what? I want to do this without losing lives. Doom 3 is peak. People have the wrong expectations. Wolfenstein Youngblood is like Far Cry Blood Dragon. That makes sense. You used to be a game journalist. No way. Did you have a channel, or was it like for a different company? Like an IGN reviewer style thing? Pocket Pussy Clip Farm. Watch the Lego Batman movie on stream and get a copyright strike. Dude, I played Lego Batman 2 on stream and got a fucking copyright strike. I've lost the bloody... Hey, there we go. It's for a Dutch e-magazine. Nice! I'd love to do, like, be a proper game journalist, like to either write reviews or make regular video reviews. But the problem is, my channel's Rayman focused, so it's a bit niche. I've got access to Ubisoft games early, and by early I mean like 1 to 2 weeks early, and only if they've been announced. And it's on the condition I make a video about it, which is annoying because sometimes I don't want to be rude, but they'll drop something that I try and I'm like, this is crap, and then I realise, oh fuck, I have to make a video about it. But yeah, it'd be cool to be a game journalist properly. What are you going to do if the new Rayman game or remake is bad? Probably going to cry. I feel like that's going to not help. If the new Rayman game or remake is bad, I'm not going to be surprised. It's not like I've got no faith in them, but I'm preparing myself for it being crap, so that if it is crap, I'm not distraught. If that makes sense. I like this level. I like that you don't have to stop to get the pictures taken. What in God's name is that? Is that the chicken thing? The ghostly chicken? Cork Mag, the same Rayman review in your mailbox bi-weekly. Nah. You know those magazines you get where like every week you get like a different piece to build, and at the end of it you have like a model of the Death Star. It's that, except every week I drop another word, and by the end of the year you've got a 52-word review of Rayman Legends. If the remake is bad, I'm snorting cocaine. If the remake is good, I'm snorting cocaine. Anyway, kind of worried because Ubisoft has been acting up recently. Ubisoft have always been strange, though. Do you think if you play Ratchet & Clank Reboot on stream, you'll get a copyright claim because the whole movie's in there as cutscenes? Maybe. I don't know, though. It came out in 2016. Streaming wasn't as big then, but a lot of games and developers have, like, what's the word? Streamer modes that get rid of copyrighted music or anything that could pose an issue. So I wonder if maybe they anticipated that and were a bit more relaxed on what gets claimed. No, I mean all their games are super woke and weird. Well, not all of them. I don't think many Ubisoft games are particularly good at the moment, but that's a different issue. Yeah, Ubi's definitely been acting up if they accidentally just leaked Rayman 3 HD being shown on player status. I don't think they did leak Rayman 3 HD. I think what's happened is Ubisoft made this promotional thing for Ubisoft Connect. And because it's Rabbids branded, they wanted it to be Rabbids adjacent games that people were playing. And I think an intern just photoshopped it and hadn't clocked that Rayman 3 wasn't on PC, or Rayman 3 HD wasn't on PC. I think that's what happened. because I just can't. I can't see them putting Rayman 3 HD on PC. They would just do a regular update to regular Rayman 3. Sometimes you gotta sacrifice a bit of health to make it through. I don't know what to tell you. Can I jump here? Nope. I'm praying it's a Rayman 1 remake. Oh, I'd love a Rayman 1 remake. I think it'll be a Rayman remake of some kind. Truth is, I already know what the remake is. It's Rayman Raving Rabbids TV Party, remade for a modern audience. Oh shit. No, I ran out of time on that one. You better be joking. I don't know what the remake is, and if I did, it's not Raving Rabbids TV Party. I tell you what though, I would take a Rabbids collection on the Switch. Like just every Rabbids game ported and left alone. I know people don't like them, but they're good fun. I like them. Raving Rabbids 2 on the Switch would go hard. I would love that. Also, there was definitely some truth to Nintendo wanting third-party developers to make Switch 1 games out of like ports of older games. There's definitely some truth to that. So I think one day we might see like Rabbids on the Switch, and that would not be a bad thing. What I'd really like is like a Rayman Maker. That'd be cool. Like Mario Maker, but Rayman. But that's unlikely. Maybe. Oh, I ran out of time again. You gotta be so quick. How do you... The one game I'm worried about that might come out bad is Beyond Good and Evil 2 if it comes out, of course. Oh yeah, Beyond Good and Evil 2 is not going to be good. Be under no mistake there. I'm excited because I want to finally see it. But do not be expecting anything good at all. Beyond Good and Evil 2 is cursed. It is going to be bad. I would love it to be good. Beyond Good and Evil is my favourite game of all time. It is the best game ever created, and I love every second of it. And the fact that the second one, when they advertised it, was Star Wars Outlaws, tells you everything you need to know. That game is going to be mega horse shit. What's this little green thing? It's going to be a fuck-ass Rayman Raving Rabbids collection. It's going to be the exact one that came out on the Wii. We've had Rayman Maker since '96. Have we, though? We've had Rayman Designer, but I'll be completely honest, it's not good. Imagine Rayman Maker, but it's the Origins and Legends engine. Imagine that. This is amusing. I was kind of hoping you'd stopped watching for this part. Can you explain to me the thought process behind making something so heinously evil? Oh, you absolute... I missed one. You've got to be so quick. You said task of multitasking. If anyone wants to send me a pizza, that'd be great. Hey yo, gonna head to bed. It's 1:23. Where are you? Have a good sleep. Cheers for joining the stream. Thanks for watching. You have a very cool name. But yeah, what country are you in? Random question. What or how did you get into Rayman? I was in Asda with the family one day when I was, I think, 3 or 4. And my father saw a game for the PC called Rayman 2 The Great Escape. It was £1. He bought it thinking, might not work, might work. Might shut the boy up for about 10 minutes. That was Rayman 2. been 22 years since then. And yeah, that's how it started. Although my sister had Rayman Bowling on her phone. My sister's quite a lot older than me. She was like 12, 13 when I was 3. She had Rayman Bowling on her phone, and I think I may have sampled that before I played Rayman 2, but certainly at that age I hadn't clocked that it was the same franchise or the same character or anything like that. Well, I missed 4, but I think I only missed 3 because one of them was worth 2 points. Oh no, both of them. I missed 2, didn't I? You got it, lad. Just send me your security, your address and social security. Well, it'd be worth it for a pizza, actually. Ah, both of you are from Australia. You're from Ireland. Nice. Which island? Northern Ireland or Republic of Ireland? Probably Republic of Ireland, otherwise you just said Northern Ireland. For me, it was unfortunate. You grew up with legends. No comment on whether that's unfortunate. Oh, Rayman Bowling stream would go hard. What do I have to do to unlock this bit? Okay. Activate 9 Paloka stones and break 50 kg. Oh wait, you got to beat getting Rusty, which is presumably that one up there. Let's do Lumming Along. You're compiling all the Java games for your next stream as you speak. Oh, let's do it. At some point I will stream the Flash pack you made. I'm probably going to stream tomorrow because I'm still in an empty house. No girlfriend, no dog. So, no responsibilities. Don't have to walk him. I don't have to socialise or cook for anyone. So what else do? I know. I will play this. This is your least favourite level? Man, you're really selling the game. If Beyond Good and Evil 2 comes out bad, I'll make a mod of Beyond Good and Evil 1 that replaces the cliffhanger with the Thick of It music video by KSI. Do that anyway, please. Man, that still annoys me. Well, no, you've got to replace the cliffhanger anyway, because it's a prequel. I'm pretty sure that they're going to change it from being a prequel to being a sequel anyway, because hopefully they're not stupid, but like it was a prequel, so we're not going to find out what happens to Paige. Obviously it was 23 years ago, so he's bacon, but theoretically we don't know what's happened to him. I actually hated the game when my friend showed it to me and demanded him play Roblox instead. Don't play Roblox. Oh, what? Northern Ireland, but we are not a religious family at all. I went to Belfast last month. Lovely place. There was a road, it was like 7 Mile Straight or something it was called. I can't remember what it was called, but that was really cool. It literally was exactly what it said. It was just a 7 mile strip, completely straight. I live a very boring life because I found that very amusing and entertaining to drive. Not that I was driving, I was in the passenger seat. Because not allowed to rent a car. I don't know why I wasn't allowed to rent the car. Oh yeah, I hadn't been driving long enough. Gotta have been driving for 5 years or something to... Interesting. To rent a car, and I have been driving 1 year. Because I work from home and I've had no reason to drive until I realised that I need to drive. Finally awake and have no classes so you can enjoy the stream. Alright, and on that note, let's end the stream here. No, I'm kidding. Good night, have fun, cheers for joining the stream. Beyond Good and Evil was Michelle Ansel's Shenmue but good. Whoa, you calling Shenmue bad? The first one, at least. Of course I wouldn't find out you're streaming... Would find out you're streaming an hour after. So, have you been getting notifications that I stream? Because some people have said they don't get notifications anymore, even though they've got the little bell end on. And that's annoying, because obviously a live stream If you want to show up, you got to find out that it's happening there and then. You know what I mean? Oh, yeah. Okay, fine. Because it would be a little more pleasurable for me if you know, people knew the stream was happening. Corkben's mile-long criminal record prevents him from renting a car. I know, right? You were playing another game while I was streaming. Oh, God, how selfish. Jeez. I'm just checking something. Whoa! My new video is doing really well. It's the 2nd out of 10. If you upload to YouTube, you know what I mean when I say it's 2 out of 10 of my latest videos. But it started at 9, so people are watching it. So thank you, everybody who's watched yesterday's video. I was really proud of that one, and now it's doing quite well, so thank you. Also, the average watch duration is up by 35%, which is really nice because that tells me that the video was better than, let's say, my last video or my last however many it's counting against, because obviously people are watching it for longer, which is really good because that video, 17 minutes. The comparing every version of Rayman 2, it's going to be an hour and a half. Yeah, man, it's your best video yet. Don't ever give up. Thank you. I needed that. Yeah, wait till you see the Rayman 2 one. I think the script is better, but obviously I can't say anything for the editing because I haven't made it yet, but it's going to be good. Got to watch it after the stream and come up with a cheeky comment. Come up with a comment that's something like, "Oh, Corkben, you're so sexy. Please make more videos. And also, I thank you for saving me from the burning building. Brackets, ladies, are you listening?" Yeah, I shouldn't have made that jump. The notifications are bipolar. I didn't get a notification today. I know. Ridiculous. Okay, well, I've screwed myself out of getting all the cages, but I think I'm going to have to accept that if I want to 100% this, it's not happening in one stream today, because it's going to take a long time. So for now, I want to get to the end, unlock all the powers, if there are any more powers, because at the very least, I didn't have the swinging on the lums at the beginning. So I'm going to get to the end, show off as many levels as I can, very possibly going to 100% some levels off stream, and then try and stream the end of this another day. Oh, I'm not giving it. I'm not stopping now though. Just instead of trying to 100% these levels first try, or like going back to do them, I'll do that another time. Just because this is not going well. The video you uploaded saved my non-existent marriage. Thank you, Corkben. You see, it's just Nobel Peace Prize. Where is it? Wait, whoops. Need the Nobel Peace Prize. It's easier as you go and get the powers. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, I know very little about this game. I avoided looking up playthroughs and stuff beyond just like getting a vague idea of what it was going to look like. So I don't know about other powers, but I am assuming, just based on the fact that I needed the swinging for one earlier level, if anything looks too difficult or out of reach, I might resign to the fact that it probably is out of reach. The new video gave you diarrhea. You see, this video was fantastic. Everyone has their lives are enriched because of it. Also, if you end the stream, do that one face before ending. I always do. Hey, Jackie was here. Well, Jackie is here, in fact, is the real fact. You could end the level now. Nah, you need all the lums. What? Wait, how many lums did you need to get through here? You've unlocked the doors to get to... Well, fair enough. I'll be honest, that level is big. I will tackle that later on. I want to try another one. Shows how life-changing the video is. It does indeed. Dilly dilly. The deep bayou. Oh, bayou! Oh, come on. These levels are hard. You needed 40 lumps, that makes sense. Shenmue 1 is bad, but I said that because Michelle Ancel wanted Beyond Good and Evil to be a multimedia franchise and it felt like Shenmue. I like Shenmue 1. But yeah, I see what you mean. Like, they didn't become as big as they were meant to. I quite like the idea of it being a less linear level. My only problem with less linear levels in 2D games is I'd like to be able to zoom out and see everything. If that makes sense. Mainly because I just can't remember where I've been. Rayman 1 PTSD, yes. Oh, talk about coleslaw, hell yeah. I'm up for talking about coleslaw again, let's do it. The game just called Corkben. Oh, that's not very nice. I've always been a little confused. Do the pink rings get FNAF eyes when you're attached to them? Or are their eyes just closed? That's a good question. Shenmue got 3 games and an anime. Hey, Beyond Good and Evil got 2 remasters. And its sequel got turned into Star Wars. So, really, you're right. Shenmue's better. This level is not as concerning as I thought it would be. I'm not a fan of levels with limited view, as I just explained. I like to be able to zoom out. Corkslaw. Now that's... As soon as I hit 10,000 subscribers, if that ever happens, I'm launching a shop. You can buy a t-shirt that says proud to be a clogger. I'm selling a toilet plunger, and the inside bit is just my face, so you're like bashing my face down the toilet, and I'll start selling corkslaw, and it's just coleslaw with extra mayo. This is a good business opportunity. Oh, I fucking hate those chickens. There's a nice mix of sound effects in this game, like a mix from various different Rayman. Pretty sure I just heard a Rayman 3 sound effect. Where's the sliding down the icy slope tune? That's what I want to know. Bum bum banana banana. You absolute genital wart. How do I get rid of that thing? Ah, there we go. I need a checkpoint now. Jade and Paige get killed in Captain Laserhawk. I might be wrong. As much as I love Rayman, I could not sit through Captain Laserhawk to save my life, so I've got no idea. I watched all the Rayman scenes on YouTube, and because after one episode I thought, this is not for me. That was not what everyone gassed it up to be, I'll be honest. Oh, there's a checkpoint later. Oh, God. I've only got 1 health point. My finger's going to twitch and I'm going to accidentally stand up and... Ah. We're Gucci and the Hoochie. Rayman snorting cocaine was the highlight of the show. Mainly because it just made me think, what the hell are we doing here? I mean, the guy that made the Captain Laserhawk show, he made that Castlevania anime, I think. Was that good? I've heard it was good. But I've also heard that Captain Laserhawk was good. And again, I mean no hate to Rayman. But it wasn't good. Oh, for fuck's sake. Castlevania's show was booty. Oh dear. I'm not surprised. I wasn't the Adi Shankar, isn't that his name? Didn't he make that massive hit piece on Apu in The Simpsons that got Apu removed from the show? Which, in case anyone hasn't realised, was profoundly stupid. I'm all for not being racist. But the whole idea of that was like, hey, Apu's really racist, you got to get rid of him. And so they got rid of Apu, but none of the other incredibly racist stereotypes in the show. And this guy never had a problem with any of the other racist stereotypes in the show. So what was the actual problem with Apu? I'm not sure. So yeah, I'm pretty sure he was an idiot. Whoops. I think there were two guys that made these hit pieces on Apu, and yeah. Well, I just think it's really funny now that The Simpsons has no Hindu representation because of him. Ridiculous. As if the show isn't based entirely off of stereotypes. The Chinese characters being a different shade of yellow, for example, I think that is almost definitely a little bit more racist than Apu ever was. But hey ho, we'll see. I think Laserhawk, Sparks of Hope, and TV Party made me fall in love with a version of Rayman where he's really just done with the screwed. Yeah, do you know what? I'll give you that. Rayman in Laserhawk does feel like a pretty natural evolution of... I say natural evolution, believable evolution of the Rayman that we've seen in the last few. Well, not Legends and Origins, but the last few like 3D entries. Makes sense. Why did I do that? No. Combat fatigues. That's exactly what we need. You're shite. Let's not forget Rayman was made in the 90s. So, you know. Obviously there were drugs involved. Rayman does magic mushrooms in Rayman Mini. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Also, what up, Framerator? That's 2 days in a row you've joined a stream, which, I'll be honest, very exciting seeing that little verified tick. Makes me feel like a real person. Of course, I don't have a verified tick, so I'm not quite the real person yet. Turns out if you just bide your time and you're patient, you can get away with making the jump properly and not dying. How many times have I died? I've died more than 4 times. I'm not the verified version of Corkben, this is true. I refuse to get verified on Twitter because I don't want to give Elon money until I can siphon more from him. You got a verified tick in your armpit, you might want to remove it ASAP. By the way, is the music original in this fan game? Not only is it a completely original soundtrack, but there are 55 tracks, and they're all fantastic. I'm just bragging about the fact that I have it on disc. This is the AI Corkben bootleg channel. I'm like Quebblecop or whatever he's called. What do you mean I missed? Did I miss a cage? Oh, god damn it. Getting crusty. What's that? You have like 10 CDs left. This is the rarest piece of Rayman merch that I own. Whoa! Well, I appreciate that there's a thing there to let me test it before using it. How do I get up there? You missed a cage. Your voice is so soothing I fall asleep to your videos. Yeah, this is a common issue. My girlfriend gets home from work and I try and tell her about my day. And then, bang, she's asleep. It's actually rather annoying. It'd be quite nice if she didn't fall asleep to my voice, but whatever. I'm glad people think my voice is soothing, because I don't really like my voice. I think I sound like a child with a cold, so it's quite nice that people would say that. Much appreciated. I'm not sure if the Castlevania guy made Captain Laserhawk, but he did make the new Devil May Cry anime, and that was bad. Somehow managed to make it IDF propaganda. I wish I could say I was surprised. The only CDs I have are the two 3D Gex games and the 2 driver games on PS1. They give CDs with a lot of the collector's editions of Ubisoft games, so I've got like all the Assassin's Creed soundtracks on CD because of that. Far Cry soundtracks as well. I think I even got the Watch Dogs 1 soundtrack because apparently that had a soundtrack that you would want to listen to. I've also, and this one's really cool, this is one of my most prized like nerd possessions. I have got So Much for Stardust by Fall Out Boy. I've got it twice in record form. One of them is bright colour, one of them is like a marble texture, and I've got it also in cassette form. But as you can see there, that is signed by Pete Wentz, Patrick Stump, and Andy Hurley. Not Joe Troman. He was going through something when this album came out, so he wasn't signing anything. But it's really cool that I got signed Fall Out Boy merch, because they are in fact my favourite band. Anyway, little self-indulgent plug of my cool things. This track was inspired by a Rayman 3 track, weirdly, and it doesn't sound similar. Fair enough. You sound like a pipsqueak at almost 17 years old. I sounded horrendous at 17. I think when you catch a fever, you're about to sound like Kratos or Megatron. Child with a cold is crazy, you sound like a dude with a chill voice. I'll take it, thank you. P. Wentz autograph. Didn't one of the Fall Out Boys go on to be a professional drummer? All of the Fall Out Boys are professionals, except for the one that keeps doing heroin. Shankar was an executive producer on Laserhawk. Ah. The rarest piece of Rayman merch you own is an official box of Rayman Redemption and Redesign. No, you got it as well! I was 2 years late to becoming a figure in the Rayman community. That sounds really pompous, but you know, like, I could theoretically be sent stuff now. I was like 2 years too late to that. I wish I got that. That's so cool. I think his name is Patrick. He gets featured on songs sometimes. That's all I really know beyond a few Fall Out Boy songs. Yeah, Patrick Stump is the singer, but he was not meant to be. He was meant to be I think he was meant to be the guitarist or the bassist. And they didn't have a singer, and he couldn't sing. So their first album, he doesn't really sound very good. But Patrick went on to, when they broke up the first time, well, the only time they've broken up as a band, he did a soul punk album, which is pretty cool because he's got a very soul singer voice. So that was his solo album, and then he writes all the actual music, and Pete Wentz does all the lyrics. So Patrick learns a lot of instruments for each new album, and for the most recent album, So Much for Stardust, he learnt how to play violin, which is pretty cool. He also does the soundtrack for that Spidey and His Amazing Friends TV, the cartoon. So that's pretty cool too. Andy Hurley, he's the drummer. He's a professional. He's in a couple of other bands as well. Yeah, I gotta say, I am a fan of Fall Out Boy, but forgetting that, because obviously I'm going to be biased, they are a talented group of people. Fall Out Boy lyrics have a kind of reputation for being pretty difficult to understand, but if you properly sit down and you properly think about it and you read up like exactly what the lyrics are and you try and work out what they mean, they're really well written songs. Man, I love Fall Out Boy. and Linkin Park. I've been collecting their records as well. But I've not got anything signed yet. Whoa. Whoa. Oh, yeah. Bollocks. No! I've just got the health thing. Ah. Hey. If Fall Out Boy is hard to understand, what about System of a Down? System of a Down's fine. I love System of a Down. They're not hard to understand in the sense of, like, hard to understand the meaning of the lyrics, I don't think. Their meanings are always pretty on the nose. Surge might be a bit harder to understand in the sense that he shouts a lot. Yeah, Fall Out Boy's best songs are not the most popular. In fact, I think their best album was... It's not their least popular anymore because they released Mania, which no one liked, but Folie à Deux, their 4th album, which was the red one. That's my favourite one, and that at the time no one liked, and it wasn't really popular. That one... That's much better. And the lyrics have somewhat more of a meaning. I think their most recent stuff as well, like Centuries, not so good. Which is their most popular song, because it's played in like arenas and stuff. I don't care so much for that. But that whole album, American Beauty, American Psycho from 2015, that was like their sampling album, where pretty much every song sampled something, and it just... They were trying to... I think they were trying to chase hits at that point, and chasing hits was not what they should have been doing, personally. Am I about to be chased by something? Did I get all but one? Whoa, boss fight! Okay. What? 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 Terracotta pie. Terracotta pie. Banana, 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 terracotta. Look, people joke. Vicinity of Obscenity, actually, it's about porn. I'm not kidding. Cheers for joining, Glowbox. See you another time. But yeah, System of a Down's lyrics are pretty on the nose. It usually is just war's quite bad, and then randomly, oh, we're quite weird. But hey, I'm not complaining, because you ever listen to Inner Vision on full volume while driving down a slope? For some reason, that just tickles my pickle in a fun way, and very much enjoy driving to them. In fact, I got, what's it called? Toxicity for Christmas on vinyl. I have to pay attention here. Hey! This is not easy. Glaso. Oh dear God. So there's a boss rush mode, apparently. Something tells me this is going to be very, very easy. Mind you, I'm doing better at this than the legitimate Rayman 1, I suppose. No! Oh, I'm so close. I'm so close. I'm so close. This is like Space Mama inspired. Just fall to the ground, you fool. No! Oh my goodness gracious me. Go away. Boss rush is rough. I don't think I'm ever going to manage it. I mean, this is easier than Space Mama, I guess. So far, but we'll see. That's annoying. Because once they fire, you don't really have much of an opportunity to avoid them. I say that as I just avoided them while saying that, but hey ho. Probably gonna have to call it on this attempt because this is... I've only got 1 health left. Ah! No, stop it! You're too close. Fuck off. I swear to God, I've missed a lum as well. Unless there's one more lum after the boss fight, which I'm pretty sure there won't be. Dun 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 na 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 na. Man, I wish Prince of Persia came out. I'm really annoyed that it didn't. I say I'm not saying that because I'd rather be playing Prince of Persia than this. I don't mean it like that. I can't stop thinking about it. It was so definitely meant to happen. This guy's powerful because someone painted him blue. Ah, yeah, the ninja henchman that teleports. That makes sense. This feels very Space Mama inspired as well, though. Go away, go away! Ah! If Prince of Persia comes out and it's shadow dropped and it doesn't do well, they're not going to remake The Warrior Within. And that's going to annoy the hell out of me. But there was just enough hype for it coming out yesterday that it was kind of like it had been being marketed. And now they're just kind of going to be back to square one. Very foolish decision, in my opinion, to have delayed it or whatever they've decided to do. Hey, I've not taken any damage! This is what we in the industry call the calm before the storm, because I'm sure I'm about to. Okay, we've half wiped him out. This is good. When Rayman lies on the ground, it's because he's actually sniffing the henchman's scent. Go away! I don't know why I'm sounding like that. No. No, 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 no. Oh, hello. Okay. Okay. No! Please no. Go away. Fuck off. Go away. No, because he's going to do that really quick thing with the circles. I don't want the quick circles. No! Ha. Oh, can he run now? Oh, now we're talking. Oh, there was another lum. Do it without dying? You're joking, mate. Thank you, thank you. Aw, you're all celebrating. For some reason, unreleased Prince of Persia stuff keeps getting leaked. A couple of years ago, a trailer for a new game that got cancelled. Wait, a couple of years ago, a trailer for a new game that got cancelled got leaked. Which one? Can you, if you're in the Discord server, send it, and I'll have a look, or send it to me in a DM. Because I normally keep up with Prince of Persia stuff. I know that that some footage from the remake from a couple of years ago has come out. And obviously I know the trailer from 5 years ago, from the remake that got restarted. Try to make a top 10 reasons why Rayman Legends is bad video and see if you get cancelled or not. I made a hot take video, like Rayman hot takes, and on the front cover, obviously in order to rage bait people, that was entirely the reason, I had like, this sucks actually, and then Rayman Legends on the side. I want to clarify now, I think Rayman Legends is a good game. My hot take was that it was the worst of them. But no one cancelled me. A lot of people in the comments said I was an idiot. But they had anime profile pictures, so what do you do? Hello, Paper Mario 2001. What about if Paper Mario 2001 is so good, where's Paper Mario 2002? That's what I want to know. I do feel like rage baiting more people on here. Are you familiar with Prince of Persia Redemption? Prince of Persia Redemption? I don't recognise the name, but I think I know which one you're on about. Is it the one that got turned into Assassin's Creed 3? Yes, it was! That game was nuts. Yeah, that was like 5-6 years ago that got leaked. It looked so good. It looked so good, and that's the one that got turned into well, not turned into Assassin's Creed 3, but it was being developed about the same time that Assassin's Creed 3 was kind of entering full development, and it got a lot of the concepts and a lot of the like fighting animations and fighting styles from that Prince of Persia got not converted, but like when this game got cancelled, a lot of it got put into Assassin's Creed 3. I remembered that one. Yeah, I wish that one happened, but I'm also the world's biggest Assassin's Creed 3 defender, lover, obsessor, so I'm always going to say that I like Assassin's Creed 3 having good stuff happen. Just found a copy of Prince of Persia for the Xbox One and 360 on eBay. It just came up on my notifications because obviously my phone is listening to me. I might buy that, it's 20 quid. But that feels like there's not many of them. This guy loves Assassin's Creed 3. He has like 10 copies. I have 5 copies. Thank you. It's the best one. Well, he's not the best one. I did not say that. I don't mean that. It's like the 4th best one. It's so good. People don't like it, and they're wrong. They're so wrong. Assassin's Creed 3 is so good. It's not. I mean, it's not Brotherhood, but Brotherhood is one of the best games ever made. Black Flag is pretty good, but you'd never believe it, because the Black Flag we're all about to see is going to be a asset flipped version of Shadows, and no one's prepared for it. It's not going to be good. Whoa! AC3 wasn't that great. It's fine. It pisses me off how you play with Haytham Kenway for 8 hours before you start. You play as Haytham for about an hour and a half. And it was that good. It's so good. I love Assassin's Creed 3. Oh, it's so good. We're in like a Picture City style thing. Has anyone played the new Prince of Persia roguelike on Steam? Yeah, I quite like it. I'm not a fan of roguelites. Roguelike, whatever you call them. But I got to be honest, the 2 hours I've played of the Rogue Prince of Persia, I only started it on Thursday. I really enjoyed it. I really like it. Have you played Ratchet and Clank? I have. Only the first one. I've had 2 copies on the PS3. I've had 2 copies of the PS3 Prince of Persia reboot, the 2008 one, and you've never played either of them. You have to. It is genuinely really good. I'm going to say a hot take. Prince of Persia 2008 is my favourite one. I think it's the best one of the ones that I've played. But at the very least, give it a go. The traversal is so good. there was going to be a 3DS Assassin's Creed. That doesn't surprise me. The Simpsons Movie 2 got delayed. Ridiculous. It's a paper man. My robotic friends in the swamp are rather unhappy and they've caused havoc. Signor Papier! Oh, he's gone. Gone but not forgotten. Nice. You wanted to give it a go, but both of the discs were busted. This is why I've got three copies of 24 the game on PS2. After the third one, I just gave up. I was clearly destined to never play it because none of them worked. If you can, give it a go because it is legitimately a great game, in my opinion. I can't promise because obviously you might not like it. Nice, nice, nice. I like it. I like it. I like it. Scrapbook Sands. AC3 compared to the originals that came before falls kind of short. It falls short to Brotherhood and Revelations, I'll give you that. I think it clears the first two without question. It's got the best combat. You're supposed to play them within 24 hours of purchase. Obviously they're not going to work if you buy them second hand. What time is it in your country? 4 minutes past 4. New Rayman trailer on March. Probably, actually. I think I'm salty about the Desmond plotline. Yeah, if the series ended with Assassin's Creed 3, that's a really good ending. But I agree, if they were planning on keeping it going for another 14 years at least, then they shouldn't have done that. Which is the best version of the Prince of Persia movie game? The HD one or the one for the Wii? Apparently they're straight up different games. There are 5 different versions of the Forgotten Sands. Worth noting, none of them are actually movie tie-ins. They were released to go alongside the movie, but they've actually got nothing to do with the movie. They just thought instead of making a movie game, they just released the movie next to a game. The Wii one is the best one by a long shot. Watch Good Vibe Gaming's. Good Vibes Gaming? Yeah. Hello everybody, it's John here from Good Vibes Gaming. Yeah, that one. Him. I'm here to talk to you about Prince of Persia: The Forgotten Sands. Now there's the HD version on the PS3 and the Xbox 360, but there is also a Wii version that's a completely different game. That one, yeah, it's a different game completely. It's really good. It's like the Sands of Time, but a little bit better. The HD one, though, on the Xbox 360 is alright, at best. And then there's the DS one, and then there's like a Game Boy one as well, I think they may have done. If the game's good, picture that one Lego Superman, but it's me. Worst game you've ever played? Worst game I've ever played? I'm just going to look at my collection. See if it rings any bells. Rayman 3's up there. That's some horse shit. I think I'm going to say Rayman 3 is the worst game I've ever played. Nah, the worst game ever, I think, that I've ever actually played is... I gotta be basic. Some FIFA thing. I've known... The least enjoyment I've ever gotten out of a game is almost definitely a FIFA game. The song is a deep cut Rayman reference. Played both DS Prince of Persia games and they're surprisingly good. Nice. Assassin's Creed 2 is your favourite game of all time, and it's also your favourite game of all time. That's fair. I mean, it's a valid game to have as your favourite of all time. I personally don't love the second Assassin's Creed. I'm very much Brotherhood and Revelations preferer. I have my reasons. I don't need to answer what my reasons are. because off the top of my head I can't be bothered to explain it, but Assassin's Creed 2 is clunkier in my opinion. I prefer 2 to the... No, I prefer the first one. In fact, Assassin's Creed 2, I'm going to say it, it's actually one of my least favourites. But that's not an opinion I'm supposed to say in front of people, because they don't like it, because I think I'm probably technically wrong. But hey, isn't that what enjoying art is all about? Welcome everybody to Corkben, and welcome to RAYMAN, A Dreamer's Boundary. Indeed. Can I touch them, or do I take damage? Okay, good. I like that I can run now. That'll make... I was going to say that'll make the game easier, but what do I know? How much coding is involved with Game Maker? Do you need to know how to code? How... What coding language do you use? Because I know Python, which isn't used for coding, and I know GD script because I tried to make a game in Godot, or Godot if that's what you want to call it. Okay. How do you feel about Rayman having a girlfriend? I don't feel much about it, to be honest. Not the biggest concern for me in general. Yeah, GD script is surprisingly Python-y. I was really surprised. Because Python is not a language meant for making games. So I was really surprised how much Python influence it has. Because that's what I know. But I code websites and like web scrapers and stuff in Python. I mean, no I don't. I code completely legal things, not games, so it's quite strange. You need to know how to steal code from other people. That's like 90% of programming. Sadly, a lot of programming is ChatGPT now. A lot of people do vibe coding, I think is what it's called, where you basically just tell it what you want, and it spits out code. And theoretically, people are building apps and stuff like this, but you have to understand how the code works. You have to be able to do unit tests and stuff, so I would think that only works up to a certain point. I don't do that. I wouldn't vibe code. Mainly because if I just say, hey ChatGPT, make a clone of Frogger and change the frog to a toilet paper, and then I try and release that as a game called Clogger, I'm just going to feel like a fraud, you know what I mean? I want to be proud of anything that I make. Use ChatGPT to code? No me gusta. What pisses me off is in Revelations, with so-called... What pisses me off is Revelations was so cool with Desmond, like how Ezio communicates with Desmond like a prophecy. It would have been cool to have the assassin. Yeah. They were building to a modern Assassin's Creed. Like, this is what's really annoying, is they actually were. Internally, they were building to a fully modern-day Assassin's Creed with Desmond. Why am I doing this? I've already done that. What an idiot. Toby Fox makes his games on Game Maker, so it might be simple, but Pirate Software does it too, and his game feels like a money laundering scheme. Yeah, I mean, a haunting amount of games are money laundering schemes. I hate to break it to you. A lot of movies are money laundering schemes too, but no one's ready to hear about that one. I'm pretty sure Stranger Things was money laundering. Your stream has once again been adjusted to American time. What you talking about, Willis? That feels like it's designed to annoy me. Game Maker has a low entry point, but could be quite powerful. Seems like it. Because this is, like, you get online game makers, like Flash games that let you make your own levels in pre-existing, like, mechanics. But this has got custom mechanics for sure. Well, I got all the lums, but I died too many times. Yeah, Godot is really easy to get into if you understand coding. I don't mean that in like a... Oh, there was definitely a cage if I kept going further right. I'm not mean like if you can code, like if you just understand the concept of coding and like the logic behind certain modes of thinking with coding. Godot is insanely easy to pick up. With a couple of tutorials, you just immediately sort of get the idea of what is doable, and then just very easy to go, I know, I'll do this, I know, I'll do this. And then very, very easy to pull it off, as it were. I say that like I've ever released a game. I was in the middle of making a game, and then I made that stupid Astrobot video, and here now my special interest has become making YouTube videos instead of making the game. So there is a forever lost Rayman Origins inspired game where you play as the Grim Reaper and bring Nazis to hell. I knew there was something there. How do I get up there? Marvel movies look like trash despite having a massive budget. I don't think that one's money laundering. I think that's because they just pay their cast so much. Oh, they also have no talent behind them. That's the other thing. James Cameron is one of the greatest filmmakers ever. Because he knows how to make a movie. And yeah, I mean, look, Avengers Endgame and all that. It exists, and fair play. I'll always be impressed that a film like that can exist. How do I get up there? But it's not the same, man. Those Marvel films are just not well made, even slightly. That reminds me, Corkben, have you ever played the Rayman Lumograms demo? It's a nonogram puzzle game with boss fights and stuff. I have not. I will look into that. That sounds interesting. It was inspired by a game you made. May I ask, perchance, the name of the game that you made? Oh, go away. Nah, mate. Oh, this... I'm hoping I can climb this. Oh, there's a thing. God damn, it's already 4 o'clock. Oh, yeah. Okay. Played Rayman washes his hands. One day I'm gonna decide to leak everything Rayman related. I'm just gonna randomly come out with like, oh, they're remaking Rayman Origins, and you're all gonna believe me because I'm gonna say it with confidence, when the truth is I don't know shit. It's a fan game I made for the creator of Rayman Redemption back when we were hanging out, called Scrungy Picross. I'm sure I said that wrong. Nice. I'm going to look into that. Is this Rayman 1.5? It's like 1 and 2 combined in a weird way. Well, that's that. That were the two. Those were the two main inspirations, weren't they? So, perchance. How about that? Is that high enough? Not even slightly. Can I ask, am I barking up the wrong tree trying to get over there this way? Am I being a silly goose? Took Rayman's favourite Corkben game. No, you didn't. You took Corkben's favourite Rayman game and made more of it. I know, right? Thanks, marked as unreal. Do you know what? This is better than Rayman 1. And that's not just because I don't like Rayman 1. Okay, wrong idea. I love Rayman 1, for the record. I had such a good time playing it on the stream when I beat it recently. A very good time playing it, but... see, the chat's coming in out of sync. So I don't know what I'm getting warmer with. Oh yeah, the Marvel movies became way too frequent. They got to like 3 a year in the build-up to Endgame, which is cool. That's fine. Basically, you don't want to fall down. Or do you? What you talking about, Willis? So not there. Yeah, Marvel movies now, they're like 3 or 4 a year with all the TV shows, but they're not... They don't have the popularity anymore. So people aren't keeping up with them. When we, when everyone was clamouring for stuff like Civil War, that was different, because the 3 movies a year were good. But now, stupid Eternals and crap like that, I'm not a fan. Is it here? The only other stream you've been to was the Raving Rabbit stream. Hey, do you know what? That's what I'll do tonight. I'm going to stop streaming this shortly after 5 because... not because I'm not having fun. My dad just sent a message saying Jesus rocks. I'm very confused. Churches burn down when he goes near him, so I don't know what was happened to him. I'm going to stop streaming this around 5 when the creator leaves, because I don't want him to not be here. Nice. Sorry, I sound like Ed Miliband there. Now it makes sense. So maybe I'm going to have dinner. Maybe play some Rogue Prince of Persia. And then I'm going to maybe stream some Raving Rabbids, because I got like 2/3 of the way into that game, and that's where Clogger began. That was the most... Of all the streams I've done, the Raving Rabbids one was the most important, because that's where Clogger became a thing. I can't believe that happened at a Rabbids stream, so we'll be streaming Rabbids again tonight, and then tomorrow maybe like... either more of this, or probably should finish Legends. This is... Ah, my coffee went cold. I forgot I had a coffee. Double stream today. This is what happens when I'm left home alone. I got nothing else to do, so I... Street fucking... I hate this level, man. Oh, that's Cloggers. It may surprise you to discover this level has some precise platforming moments. You don't say. I'm gonna get angry. Oh, it keeps the cage progress, doesn't it? Your cheeky prolapse. Oh, that's delicious. Just gonna accept my fate with that one. Ah! Everything's coming up, Millhouse. Oh, it's Millscouse. Fucking hell, you seen that Lisa Simpson beard? Look at this speed running of... I pressed the wrong button! I pressed the wrong button! Woo. Patience is a virtue, and I've got hemorrhoids, so really we're golden. Whoops. Once I finish Rabbids, which is only going to take like an hour, we might just hop on Rayman something else, not Legends. That needs to be, like, I'd have to stop the stream and call it something else, because I want that one to be more like concise, so you got the whole thing in one thingy. But might just partake in other Rayman funds. Rayman something else, indeed. And we'll see what happens. So, you know, now that I think of it, Rayman Legends is a speedrunning game, except it's not. That is cloggers. Rayman Legends is the opposite of a speedrunning game, and that's why I prefer Origins. Rayman 4, oh, I wish. I can't wait to play Rayman 4 that was rated in 2022 by a company that wasn't Ubisoft, which I'm sure they're so happy about. Oh, you're having a giggle, mate. I expect you, Mr. NG Virus YT, to be at all the streams today, so you can ban anyone that talks about rabbits. We have Corkben double stream before Rayman 4. I think we've done that before. I think the Rabbids stream, I did that last time. The only reason I did a Rabbids stream was because I finished whatever the previous stream was. I can't really remember. It was a long time ago. It was in July, I think. But... or was that the day I did Rabbids and Lego Batman? That may have been that day. I streamed a lot that day, that week. Because that was a weekend where I was home alone again. Nothing to do, not even a dog to feed. Oh no, actually that may have been the time I made... where's the... I made that. Gotta go, good luck, Corkman. Thank you, I can now say your name and mean it. Jackie was here. Thanks for joining, have a good one. And thank you for the good luck. I don't think I'm going to manage it. My hair is too long. Joke's on you all. And by you all, I mean 2 people who've definitely left the stream who said my hair looked good yesterday, because wow, this is what happens when I don't wear a hat. It's like just a lump, like a tumour on the front of my head. I'd say and not the fun kind, but I don't think there is a fun kind. Jackie wasn't here. Ew. Oh, I hear the voice now. Yeah. Was it your voice when you said you recreated the get on up bit in the Rayman 3 track? Was that you doing it? Did the Rabbids stream get 40 people? I thought the Rabbids stream basically no one showed up. Corkben uwu real. Did I do an uwu and I didn't even realise it? See, this is why I shouldn't be allowed out in public. I uwu without even knowing I'm doing it. For fuck's sake. Why would you make that noise? Uwu? That one. Okay, yeah, maybe I do uwu. I like the voice acting. Well, not the voice acting, the voice in the singing. Swam. Pity health. Yeah, I know. This game doesn't like me. Well, it does. It's being very kind to me. There was a teacher I had, a lecturer in uni. There you go. I've ruined your poor ears some more. You see, oh, relaxing, chill voice to fall asleep to. I'm just gonna ooh-woo as loud as possible now and ruin your evening. There we go. Fucking... oh, and I've got 1 health. Lovely jubbly. Yeah, I had a lecturer in uni called Samo. So I did a VFX course, but as part of that, for some reason, they were teaching us video editing. Which, you know, in the grand scheme of things, given what I get up to now, probably not the worst thing, although what I'm about to tell you explains that they didn't teach us shit. We had this guy called Samo, who wasn't actually a lecturer, he was just some bloke that the lecturers knew because they couldn't be bothered to teach anything. And he taught us how to edit in DaVinci Resolve. Now, I don't know if anyone here has ever edited, and if you like DaVinci Resolve, I apologise, but you've embedded into the wrong thing. DaVinci Resolve is one of the worst editing softwares you can use, but they like it because it's free, as if the uni didn't have loads of Adobe licenses and also wasn't full of students who obviously were going to pirate it. Anyway, multiple people just walked out of his lectures, and it was so funny. And whenever I see the word swam, I always think of him, because I used to, like, in my head call him Swammo instead of Samo. You want to die now because of that, Uwu? Well, I'm sorry. Does anyone actually know the lore of Rayman 2? It's in the Rayman 2 port manuals, yet no one talks about it. Not really, no. I've never read it. It's in the, like, those bits where you, like, concentrate and it has lore, but why would I stop playing Rayman 2 to do some reading? I haven't done anything wrong. I'm not Kai Cenat. Although that dude's reading because he can't read, and that's pretty impressive. And mad respect for that. I mean, he's also, let's be under no uncertain terms, had multiple sexual assault allegations, and now suddenly he's doing wholesome content. So let's not pretend for even 1 second that what he's doing is legit, and it isn't just a PR stunt. But hey, if it gets kids reading, great, because I want to write a book about Doctor Who, a hit piece on Mr. T. Davis. We're gaming, boys. And this is some real gamer moment. Alright, we're locking in. This is going probably worse than every other attempt. You just need to not say things. Every time I say, hey, this is going well, I then just fail immediately. Whoopsie daisy. There are PDFs of the Rayman 2 manuals on the Internet Archive. Apparently one of them explains how he met the characters. I might be wrong. Rayman Origins was supposed to do that, but that story definitely didn't get cancelled for absolutely no reason, did it? Do you know what? Hey! I just want to get to the end of this level. That's my only goal now. It's the only way I'm going to achieve sanity. Just going to make it to the end. It's the only thing I have to do. Okay, how do I make it to the end? Whoops, baby. Fuck on your bitch, like whoopsie daisy. Oh god, that song's stuck in my head all day. Damn, I fell asleep. What did I miss? See, it's the relaxing voice followed by the uwu wakes him up. Also, I think sleeping in baked beans might wake up the rat, but that's a different issue. Truth is, I'm actually just failing at this level so that I can hear the singing. Beautiful. Fucking... No, do you know what? This track actually reminds me of the main theme from the original Tomb Raider. The vocalizing, is that the word? The vocals, kind of... I can't remember the theme off the top of my head. So I could be completely wrong, but instinctively it makes me think of that first Tomb Raider theme. And it's kind of got like that magical but also slightly dark feel to it, if that makes sense. And I think the vocals have a massive part in playing with that. What I'm saying is, damn good soundtrack, because the Tomb Raider theme is a damn good theme. Shit. You have me yawning, I'm about to pass out from fatigue and heat. Look, if I'm that fucking boring, you don't have to watch. I kid, please stay. Hey, if you're asleep, that's fine. Just because my view was up. Looks a bit better, doesn't it? Oh, you bastard. Well, at some point I'm going to stream on Twitch as well, because I feel like that's probably a good idea. No! Someone's going to get cut today, and I think it's going to be me. How the fuck? Sellotape. Sorry, headphones used. Sorry, actually, that may have just been an absolute penis head of a move. I'm sorry if you're wearing headphones and that was too loud. Is that a threat to me? No, it's me that's going to get cut. Mainly because I'm not wearing underwear and I caught my balls in the zip today. And I'm just terrified to undo the zip because I know it's going to rip the old scrot. It's one of those, I know it's coming, I'm just delaying the inevitable kind of situations, you know? Can I swing more on this? No. Also, I did sleep to the soothing voice of Corkben and woke up really early. Well, you see, Corcus Glenus, maybe that's what I should do. Maybe every evening I should stream, or 24/7, whatever country you're in. You just join, have a nap, listen to my soothing voice, and then, right, I've got hundreds of people, hopefully. I mean, at this point, 16 people, but, you know, theoretically, if this it becomes a marketable thing, I'll get hundreds of people falling asleep to my voice. I've got to do this taking only 1 point of damage. Sick. Yay! Corkben making me feel woozy and heated up. Ah, I like how Corkben is actually a Ben. Why? Because you got people like Markiplier not actually called Mark, and Jacksepticeye not actually called Jack. Because that's always pissed me off. It feels like a betrayal, you know? Actually, Markiplier might be called Mark. It might just be Jacksepticeye I'm thinking of. And PewDiePie, or Felix, not being a cat. I worked with a guy called Felix. I was really disappointed when I found out he wasn't French. My real name is Alphonse. Your name isn't even Framerator. You mean they didn't look at you when you were born and, like, you know, all shriveled and baby-like and say, looks like a Framerator to me? Apparently both Origins and Legends were supposed to have epic stories, but one of the higher-ups threatened to cancel them if they didn't remove it. He was also allegedly a drug addict. Sounds about right. I would absolutely love it if Origins and Legends got, like, some kind of story inserted into them. Like, if they got re-released or anything. Even if they just, like, did a regular port. Like, imagine RAYMAN Legends Definitive Edition. Imagine they just put cutscenes in between the worlds to give it a story. It wouldn't have, like, made it that much different. I just wish the story was there. Like, imagine Origins, just between each level there's a 30-second cutscene. It would have done wonders, in my opinion. So if they ever do anything to Origins or Legends, I think it's imperative that... And I think I don't think I'm alone in saying this either. I think a lot of people would want to see actual narrative, in my opinion. Well, no, I literally just said I don't think I'm alone in that opinion, but you know what I mean. Yeah. How much did RAYMAN Legends sell again? Oh, something like 20 million copies. Did really well. That level was torture. I think that was the hardest one so far. But I'm also not paying full attention. If I was locked in, and not sort of in the need of going to the loo, it would have been okay. Definitely the hardest so far. Okay. Did you do this with true Rayman 1 vibes? By not playtesting it. No, I'm kidding. It did the Rayman Arena jingle. It did really well, yet they blame the Wii U for it being the last Rayman game sometimes. Hey, I kid. I think this feels playtested. I was just wondering if you if that's why it's so hard. Wow, look at that. You had 3 testers. Nice. No, I'm kidding. This does feel everything feels intentional. Like it doesn't. The difficult bits don't feel unfair, like Rayman 1 at times. This feels intentional. Difficult, don't get me wrong. And these paint fuckers are my mortal enemy, but it feels intentional. I'm not a fan of the planes, and by not a fan I mean I find them difficult. Quite a cool idea. Can you destroy these? No. Why does Rayman look sunburned now? Well, he's in a nicer, sunnier area. No! Don't hurt me. You prick. I don't know why that time I stopped myself saying fuck, as if I've ever stopped myself saying it on this channel or this stream. Actually, I try not to swear in videos. And then I'll get on a stream and just say some of the worst things you can get away with without getting your channel banned. I don't know if anyone's following the Prince of Persia leaks that closely, but thank you. If anyone's following the Prince of Persia leaks that closely, but this fan account, Pop Universe, allegedly faked some leaks. Basically, like leaking that the game was going to come out really soon. It is going to come out really soon, but they allegedly faked some leaks. But when they did, let's say that leak was real, that would have been huge. That was like a big thing. Ubisoft were not going to be happy. Oh, this one follows you. Anyway, his account got banned, and apparently it wasn't even Ubisoft that did it. So I can't work out why they've been banned or what they did wrong, but it's really funny to me. I find that whole situation hilarious. But there's this dude who Ubisoft already have tried to take down because it looks like an official account. And they've just ended up lying about loads of things. They spread a lot of misinformation as well, to be fair, I think. But yeah, turns out, allegedly, according to some people, that leak was fake, and that loads of files haven't been uploaded to the Prince of Persia website. Mind you, the way that somebody proved that it was fake was by inspect elementing it to make it look like it was easy to fake, when the truth is, I think, it was real. Because that is a weird thing to fake when you're clearly a fan account. So, like, you don't get anything from faking it because you want, what's the word? Credibility. You want people to follow you and like you as a fan. So why would you prove yourself to be an idiot? I don't know. Also, like, that domain definitely is real, and it definitely has files on it. It's industrial espionage / sabotage is a serious matter. Yeah, exactly. It's like, so I found the Prince of Persia website. It's not public, you can't get on it, but like I've tried to get on it. The domain is there. So in order to see that it's had files uploaded to it, I'm pretty sure Pop Universe was, to put it very basically, I think he was hacking Ubisoft. I think the only way he could find that out was using a web scraper. Which means I think the reason it's being claimed as fake is because it's the only way he can get away with it legally, is to pretend it wasn't actually, he didn't actually hack the company. That's what I'm thinking happened, because you cannot see files that have been uploaded to a private server without breaking multiple laws. So I'm really not sure why he advertised that he did it, but yeah, seems like his account's been banned and allegedly Ubisoft didn't do it. But equally, obviously they did. He just has to say that they didn't. I'm pretty sure being a popular account in that space, he probably already knew. Because like all the Assassin's Creed content creators pretending that Black Flag doesn't exist, or like hyping up the potential release of a Black Flag remake, they're being told to, of course they are. They know about it because they've been to test it. So I think the Prince of Persia guy probably knew about it, and I'm assuming it was a little bit of illegal activity mixed with a massive NDA breach. I think that's what went down. And fair play to him. I mean, if that's how you want to land yourself in prison, go for it. Deepfakes are becoming really concerning in every medium. Oh, it's horrendous. AI needs to fuck off. Ah, you know what? I should have got this when I was here last time. Oh no, I don't have all the lumps. Fair enough. You're getting back pains at 17, I'm cooked. Hey, you know what? I've had them since I was 17. My knees click when I sit down. Hey, you're gonna get a free copy of the soundtrack. I've got to be completely honest. I haven't actually played the soundtrack from the disc because I don't have anywhere to play a CD. But it's a fantastic soundtrack and I have listened to it anyway. Incredible thing to have though. So cool. Why did my dad say that Jesus rocks? Oh my god, you can put it in an Xbox! On a PS1. Do you know what? I was thinking CD player. I don't have one. And my computer doesn't have a disk drive because I just don't have a disk drive. I forgot, of course, you can play CDs on an Xbox or a PS1. I might slap it in the Xbox tonight. Listen to it while taking down the Christmas tree, which I'm very late doing. But hey, you gotta make the most of Christmas. And I also barely spent any time at home at Christmas, so I wanted to kind of have more time with the tree. New video. It's doing fantastically, and it's gaining a lot of new subscribers, which I'm really happy about, because I thought my channel had already found every Rayman fan. Because each new Rayman video I was only gaining like 1 or 2 subscribers when I was getting a few thousand views. But clearly this new one has attracted some more people, so I'm very happy about that. So thank you all for joining and for getting that video to have views. Great minds queef alike. Which level will he play next? You can get a disk drive for like 20 buckaroos. Yeah, I don't want a disk drive in my computer. My case doesn't have space for it. Anything I've got on disc that's a PC game, I will just pirate, because piracy is not illegal if you own the game. Also, it's not illegal anyway, and also you can't get done for it, so don't pirate things. I'm not saying that, but like if you own the disc on PC. It's like how owning a game on a Game Boy and then downloading a ROM. You can. Like, that's actually just fine. So I don't need a disc drive for that reason. I might get a CD player though, because I'm beginning to collect a few CDs that maybe I should do that. PS1, 2, Xbox Original, possibly 360, Dreamcast, Saturn, you can pop any CDs in. That's pretty cool. I'm getting comments every couple of minutes on that video from last night saying, oh, I hope Rayman 4 comes out. Oh, if only you knew the truth, young Padawans. Rayman 4's never happening. If that Insider Gaming leak is to be believed, which I think all Insider Gaming leaks are to be believed, then I think Rayman 4 is not going to happen, because I think they said it needed the remake to do really well. I think that's what the leak said. I'll have to go watch back some of my old videos where I discussed them to remember exactly what it all said. But like, it needs the remake to do well, and Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown sold really well, and even that didn't hit their expectations. So I'm fully expecting whatever the remake is, even if it's a remake of the first one, which I think everyone wants, then I don't think it's going to sell enough for expectations. Learn Spanish and make Rayman videos in that language. Rayman has a surprisingly large Spanish-speaking fan base. Yo hablo un poco español. Yo me tiro un pedo. Y... Actually, that's it. That's as much as I can say. I speak a little bit of Spanish. My girlfriend is Spanish, and like the wonderful, wonderful boyfriend I am, I'm doing the bare minimum by learning her language. She also speaks English fluently, for the record, but it's been 5 years now. I'm obviously able to speak some Spanish. But yeah, no, I am well aware actually that there are Spanish Rayman fans, because my I see, yo me tiro un pedo means I threw myself a fart, which is the way you say I farted in Spanish. You have to see the literal translation is I threw myself a fart, which is so funny. But yeah, one of my earliest videos was stolen by a Spanish-speaking YouTuber who stole the thumbnail. Well, no, he stole the concept. That he remade it with a different Rayman render, and he stole the script of the video word for word. It was so funny, because presumably he didn't think I'd find it, but someone in my comments told me about it. And he also presumably didn't think I'd speak enough Spanish to recognise what he did. So I just commented in Spanish, this is disappointing. And the video was gone within about 30 seconds, which is really, really funny, but also fuck that guy. Didn't even credit me, didn't say, this is the same as Corkben's video, but for Spanish-speaking people. I would have at least understood. But nah. I don't think she wants her voice on YouTube, to be honest. So I don't think she'll be doing Spanish dubs. I've just got to learn more. Fucking Duolingo's helping me out here. I now am able to say that the blue cow went shoe shopping. Since you were talking piracy a minute ago, do you know about Soulseek? Excellent software to download .flax of your favourite music for free. I did not know that. I gotta be honest, I am a subscriber of Spotify. It's very, very useful. So I don't tend to download music, and if I do, I download like game music for my videos. I use Kinsider or KH Insider. That has rips of all game music. And I use Upbeat. So I have an Upbeat subscription for like royalty-free tunes for my videos. Damn, I'm gonna have to look into it. That is true. There's a lot of stuff on Spotify that, well, no, there's not on Spotify that you think should be. Your music might be on it. Even CDs have better sound quality than Spotify. Yeah, that is the issue. It's why I don't like Netflix. It's why I've got a big Blu-ray collection, because Netflix, hey, it's convenient, Prime, Disney Plus, whatever. Or you can stream in 4K. Like fuck, you can stream in 4K. Web compression is disgraceful. 4K Netflix shows look hideous, especially scenes in the dark. The compression is disgusting. Honestly, watching a 1080p Blu-ray on a 4K TV is better than watching a 4K Netflix stream on the same TV. Your music's on Kinsider. K-Insider, well, how the fuck you say it. Nice. Don't remake all my videos in... Actually, yeah, do remake all my videos in Dutch, please. Imagine making a video in your language that is in a different language and they go to your video and comment, this is disappointing. It would freak you out. And based on the fact that that video was gone, in about 30 seconds. Clearly that did freak him out, which I'm glad about. Genuinely, if he just said at the beginning, this is actually Corkben's video, but I'm making it for Spanish speakers, like, I wouldn't have cared. I would have let that one slide, because I could have at least have understood it. But this dude, and I don't know, like, I'm assuming all of the videos on that guy's channel were stolen from other people. I don't know though, because unfortunately I didn't recognise any of the other videos, or like he didn't really make lots of Rayman stuff, so there was a lot of different what's the word? Different franchises and like style of video. But yeah, what a loser. So anyway, all my videos are stolen from someone else. No way, is this soundtrack on there too? Did you do that? To be honest, it's I think it's an automated one. The way things are listed on that website, I have a feeling that an algorithm does it. Well, not an algorithm, that's a stupid way of putting it. Like, I think it's kind of like when things get, like, Letterboxd rips all of its info from IMDb. I think if there's a game somewhere, they have an algorithm that finds the soundtrack. It's community updated. In that case, that is wild that that made it there. Oh, damn. That's unfortunate. Might finish this level and then stop if you're busy at 5, Mr. Creator. Nah! They're hungry, but don't want to get a real job. Well, that's what he is. I don't want to butcher the pronunciation, because I've spoken Spanish now on the channel, so I want to like seem like I really know what I'm talking about, so I'm not going to try and say that word and butcher the pronunciation and lose all credibility. But that's really funny that there's a word for people dying to get a job, but they don't want to. I've lost the... I'm not going to get all the thingy for getting all the lumps. Oh, god damn it. I've been playing this section for so long, the music has stopped. I was doing so... This level I was going to almost perfect. Well, hey, 6 deaths is okay. Is what I would say if I was going to win. Stupid sharks. These sharks are annoying. In the good way. I love that they turn red. Whoops. Sometimes when I watch these streams, I wonder how you're not a game journalist for IGN. You've said a lot of things to me. That's got to be the most rude. It's got to be the most offensive thing you've said to me. These sharks are out for blood. So am I. I need the loo again. This is the problem. I also should probably make a video this weekend. I haven't made a video in like 18 hours. So I got them all. I definitely missed a cage because I didn't go up the other bit. And I didn't die. So there's the cage there and then there's the other cage. I did die, I mean. What happens if I go here? Nothing. Okay. Well, hey, I did it. Woohoo! Actually, Rayman M is pretty much the next video I'm going to make. So that's going to be a couple of weeks away because I want to get that right. I also need to play through Rush completely in order to effectively do a good like half-hour Rayman M video. I want to get a Rayman M video done by the end of January. Like, and I mean like a big one. Like the video I dropped yesterday. Like properly go in depth about Rayman M, Rayman Arena, why they were released differently on the Xbox and the GameCube versus the PC and PS2, what the hell is going on with Rayman Rush, talk about the online mode, talk about the amazing soundtrack, all the references and stuff like that. And I want to get that done by the end of January. And I've even commissioned a thumbnail for it. The problem is, I'm having surgery this Thursday on my wrist. There's a few things you can't do when your wrist is in a cast. Looks like I need a pocket PC. No, I can't use a computer for a few days. Or play with a controller for a few days. I can just about play on a Switch, I reckon. But that's about it, because my wrist is going to be like that. So it's very difficult. I don't know what to do. Could also talk about why the hell Rayman M or Rush wasn't on the Dreamcast. Yeah, I guess. No, Rayman M and Rush is utterly bizarre. I'm not super familiar with either of them. Like, I've played Rayman M, of course I have. Definitely quite recently. But, like, I'm not super familiar with how the differences, like, why it was released in the way... I mean, I assume. Strip it down, get it on PS1, like they did with Rayman 2. But I got some research to do. And I got to be typing. But I got a lump here. It's not a tumour. It's a cyst. It's a benign cyst. But it means if I put my wrist back like that, you know, when I'm like trying to stand up, it really hurts. And then I've got to have it like all like tucked up in my shirt like a sling for the rest of the day. And then I can't hoover the house. And unfortunately that one is a little bit difficult. Because we have a dog who molts like a fucking bear in the winter, so gotta have it removed. It's not a tumour. Rayman M for the GameCube just doesn't exist. Is that true? Is that true? I know they released Rayman M in Europe first. On PS2 and PC. And then in America they released that called Arena on PC and PS2, and then they released Arena on GameCube and Xbox. But like it's a different game, like it's missing half the features, it's got different visuals, different menus, right? And then there's Rush, which is a whole different beast. It's so weird. Very, very stupid. That was a whole year after it came out in Europe as well. And then Rayman Rush is a remake? It's not a remake. Anyway, ridiculous. Then I can't hoover the house and take out the trash and clean up my room and eat my veggies. Exactly. Oh dear, Rayman. I seem to remember telling you to go back, but you ignored me. Predictably, I should have expected that. Oh well, I doubt you'll make it through the pirates' shipwrecks, especially now that those robots from the swamp have caught up to you. To be honest, Razebeard is the type of villain to yell, "I'll be back," and then just go home and chill. What a man. They're very unhappy. I can't wait to watch them break you. Toodaloo. Ah, I thought we were going to fight him. What is this? Can I do something to this? Hey. Nonce. This is... What is this? Rayman 2 inspired? Good lord. You fucking... Ay. I'll take this dude out in one hit. I love the rain effects. They're really simple, but it makes the level gives the level so much more depth. Oh, you absolute tosspot. Oh, now you give me the extra health as an option. Oh, whoa! What is this? Rayman Origins? I used to think it was Rayman's Oranges when I was really young. And by really young, I mean 11. So very much old enough to understand that it's not Rayman's Oranges. I wasn't the smartest child. Not the smartest adult either, to be honest with you. I did a pub quiz the other day, we came last. Lovely jubbly. Lovely jubbly. I probably have already missed something, I feel like I have, but I'm also now going back, so I don't think I have. I love the music in this one, this is a good track. He does start eating oranges, you're right. I dare you to 100% beat Mario 64 as Rayman. I'm not going to play Mario 64 ever again. I don't like that game. I think Mario 64 is a bad video game. Rayman's development has always been weird. I still don't know what Rayman Adventure 2000 is. It looks like Rayman 2, but the trailer came out and released. Ah, Rayman 2000 is so weird. Did Framerator do a video on Rayman 2000? I've got to watch that, because, yeah, I know a little bit about it, but not as much as I want to know. What did I open? Did I open something down here? No. Shit. Said a naughty word. No, Rayman's Origins. I'm so used to saying the phrase Rayman Origins that now Rayman's Oranges sounds wrong to me, even though that's what I used to call it. I make such interesting statements, I know. You're all learning something new here. You should copy that Framerator video in Spanish, honestly. I think I have accidentally copied a Framerator video. I made a video about the Java games this time last year. Now, I have to be completely honest. I didn't realise Framerator had almost also made a video about Rayman's Java games. So, unfortunately, kind of stole the idea. But I promise you I didn't steal it, because I didn't know it was there to steal. You haven't made a video about Rayman 2000, so you really were talking about the Rayman's Oranges. I just said the Rayman 2000 as well. I've become old. Whoops. My dad calls Assassin's Creed the Assassin's Creek. Video ideas being stolen is okay as long as I was the first. Pretty sure you were, so that's fine. Apparently I'm the first person to have gone over like the differences between the Rayman 1 versions like that. I looked it up, I couldn't find an equivalent video. I saw like a graphics comparison for all the different Raymans, and one video, well, a really good video, going over like why the Jaguar version's so good. But I don't think anyone else has made like a let's explain every version of Rayman 1. So that's good. I don't think anyone's done the equivalent for Rayman 2 either. So I will just do that very soon, but that script is long and it's going to be a movie-length video, so we're going to have to wait for that one. Rayman 2000 could potentially just be a... No, Rayman 2000, I know a little bit about it. Maybe now is the time to make the video about it, but Rayman 2000 was going to be an open world adventure. Yeah, Rayman 2000 was not arena. It was meant to be an open world style game. I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of the premise of Rayman 2000 ended up making it into Revolution. That wouldn't surprise me at all. But I'm not sure. Whoa. I can imagine Rayman 2 Revolution being what that idea turned into. Yeah, it feels like it was. There's so little information on Rayman 2000, but what we do know feels like Revolution was kind of a natural evolution of that, maybe. Speaking of Rayman Jaguar, a cancelled Sega 32X port was going to be a port of the Jaguar version, but the end level theme is just the iconic. Yeah! Ben, are you going to make a movie like Ashen's, but you're looking for Rayman 4 or something? Maybe I will. I was going to make a full, like, parody episode of Arrested Development if I ever hit 10,000 subscribers. But then I started to write it and I realised it would never be as funny as Arrested Development, so I'm not sure I'm going to do that anymore. But maybe I'll make a movie all about looking for Rayman. I'd love to make like a properly produced, like mature, not full of stupid jokes and like YouTube editing, but like a properly produced Rayman documentary. Not so much a documentary as in like, here's what Rayman is. You know, oh, we search for the killer. Nothing like that, but like a proper behind the scenes, here's how Rayman 4 went down. Here's why this one got cancelled. Interviews with the developers. Like, I would love to do like like even sponsored by Ubisoft. They can release it on their socials, whatever. I would love to be behind that. That'd be so fun. I always speculated that Rayman 2000 was supposed to be a direct-to-video movie because all we saw was cutscenes. Yes, however, they animated cutscenes for Rayman 3 long before the game was done. So I think cutscenes may have been something like early cutscenes that would then get changed. I think may have been part of the pitching process or part of the concept art process. It's probably different now, but I have a feeling that those concept arts, those cutscenes we've seen are not indicative of it just being a movie. It's my own personal takeaway from that. Knowing how much they love you, you're still in the program despite you calling them donkeys every 3 minutes. They may even let you do it. Yeah, if I can just get to a point where they would see my channel as worthwhile promotion for them, then I'll message the Rayman admin and say, or like on Twitter and say, hey, do you remember how you followed me because I bought another copy of Rayman 3? Well, now you have to pay me back and let me make a movie for you. I would absolutely love to do it, because the thing is, I do actually want to make movies. That is my life goal. Editing videos, incredibly fun. Tickles that itch perfectly. But the video I'm most proud of and the videos I find most fun are the ones like last night's, where there's a lot, like, hopefully you would agree, better editing and like proper VFX and like a nice timeline of events and stuff like that. So I would like to make a documentary for Rayman. That would be the coolest thing. Ah, no, you know, the absolute dream would be the equivalent, but for Beyond Good and Evil 2. Every second of the development of that, from 2004 to now, that's the real dream that I would like to make. Did I die more than 4 times? Ah, you absolute Tory. Corkben, do you know about the Rayman 4 bootleg game for the GBA? I do. I've not played it though. Breezing through this game. Probably done 15 levels? Oh man, hang on. I'm just going to Google something. I've got myself thinking about Rayman 2000 now. Hang on. That's what it was! Rayman 2000 had, you know, the ship that I think the magician has in Rayman Legends when he steals the princesses, or the queen teensies. You know, like the Crescent Moon ship? That was in the concept art for Rayman 2000 as a ship that Rayman was going to fly. So they reused all the concept. This is on the Rayman pirate community Ray Wiki thing. So, you know, obviously this is all info on there, so take it with a grain of salt like you would do Wikipedia. But the existence of this project was revealed in the book L'Historie of de Rayman. That's pretend I didn't just try a French accent, which states that at the end of 1999, after the release of Rayman 2, before the start of development of Rayman 3, a few people worked on a project codenamed Rayman 2000 as a direct sequel to Rayman 2, still in 3D, which would feature a large city to explore with town streets and buildings that all rested on and under giant trees. Oh. So the idea of like living areas built into the forest, you know, like where they all are sleeping and living at the beginning of Rayman Origins and Legends, that seems to be from there. Concept art shows that Rayman would have been able to traverse through this setting thanks to a flying machine, which was the one that ended up being in Legends. This universe, more urban than what Rayman games are used to portraying, yet still with a lot of lush greenery surrounding it, was requested by Michel Ancel himself. It says a lot of the concepts were later used for Rayman the animated series, so it seems like Rayman 2000 ended up just becoming different things. Concepts made it into other games, and I think the idea of an open world Rayman, very much that's what evolved into Rayman Redemption. Revolution. Yeah, so that's Rayman's vehicle. I can't really see, the lighting's a bit dodgy, but that's Rayman's vehicle. And then that's the one that the Tinsy has. No way. I might get that book. I might have to learn French and get that book and then read up more about it and make a video. The thing about these videos that I make, where like it's the more informative ones, rather than just like here's my favourite level, but the ones that are like there's this version and then this happened. They're more informative for me than anyone else. It's basically just a way for me to justify spending X amount of hours researching Rayman. Because I learn a hell of a lot from making those ones, and basically I just get really excited. I used to love writing essays in uni, so I loved my dissertation because they let us pick our own questions. So I picked the question, how digital visual effects have affected the use of long takes in cinema. And I talked about like the Kingsman church scene and things like that. And then I also looked at how long takes used to be used, watching films from the 40s and stuff like that. And I just absolutely loved writing a lot of words about a subject I really like. So So basically, that's what these videos are, is I'm like, oh, I'm fascinated by this cancelled Rayman game. I know I'm going to research it. How do I justify spending all that time researching it? Make a video and hopefully other people see it and enjoy it. I could genuinely just make, like, do a Rayman... I'm really confused. It says X, which suggests... Oh, you have to not have any lums. I get it. I could do a Rayman degree. I would love writing essays about Rayman. I basically do. I have got a 12,000 word Rayman script. But that one is a long way off because I wrote that many years. I think I wrote that in 2021. So it would need a lot of editing because I am a different bloke than I was back then. And my script writing for YouTube videos, I like to think, will have improved since 2021. So I don't know if I could be bothered to read it and then change things, or just accept my fate, take that premise and rewrite it, which I might do. The door is a challenge. You've got to approach the level differently. I think you've got to get there without collecting any lums, which is a very fun challenge, but it's going to be not easy. Damn it. Maybe. Perchance, as it were. Hey. Oh, Paper Mache Man! Mr. Papier! Oh, come on. Oh, that was my 4th death as well. I've got the pity health. Dum 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 do 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 do. I want to play me some Rayman sooner rather than later. Do you know why it was called Arena in America? I only found this out recently. It's because of like M for mature. They thought that was gonna confuse people, and obviously we don't have that in the UK. In Europe, we have 15, 12, 7, whatever. So people, like, they were really worried people were going to think it was like a mature Rayman game. Ah, is there going to be ledge grabbing? This has got to be the boss fight against Paper Man. It has to be. There's no lums in this one. We just did the sort of pre-boss fight chase. This is definitely made by a man whose favourite Rayman game is Rayman 1. Like, there's no question there. And like, I do love that. No lum run. Was that you going? So here we are. That's definitely you going. I saw a review for Rayman, which was someone saying it was the most, or Rayman 3, which was someone saying it was the most violent game they'd ever seen, and it should have been rated 18, and it was disgusting, and they hated their kids playing it. Oh, listen to that music. Oh, this is horrible. This in a good way. This is a fantastic boss fight. I love him. Oh my god. This is genuinely... I'm not going to say what I want to say till I finish the boss fight, but I have a very bold statement to make about this boss fight. It's a nice thing, don't worry. Okay, I can say it. That boss fight, and I mean I'm not just saying this, that boss fight is better than every boss fight in Rayman 1. And I'm not kidding. That was utterly fantastic. That's my favourite level so far, but that was the best boss fight. This boss fight tops any of them in Rayman 1. I'm not kidding. That was just the right level of hard, but so fun and chaotic as hell. I loved that. Oh my god. Ah yeah, see, there are reasons to go back now. So I really shouldn't be trying to 100% each level as I go. Wow, I love that level so much. I will be playing that one again. At some point. Not right now. The Lamenting Mountains. How many worlds are there? Yeah, I might stop now. Do some more of this tomorrow. Do some more of it another day. Yeah, so like it seems like that this is the 4th zone. How many zones are there? I know you said there's just under 40 levels, but I've kind of lost track of how many levels we've played. Because this is a sizable game. You know, you'd expect a fan game to be like 3 levels, and it's kind of fun, and you're like, ah, it's Rayman-y. This is just straight up a full game, and I'm not kidding. with a better boss fight than Rayman 1 has in the entire game. I like better than Mr. Sax, and I love the Mr. Sax boss fight. Probably about halfway. It's genuinely astounding that you made this on your own. I don't mean that in a rude way, like, oh, I can't believe you could do this on your own. I mean, like, this is a lot of game for one human being to have made. Anyway, yeah, we might call it. Oh, hello, Super Abachi Bro. I'm very sorry, but I think the stream is coming to an end now. Anything Rayman revealed in the recent UB leaks? Nah, nothing leaked. Yes, the music was by Alexander Reed. As per... right there. I think it's flipped. Oh, no, it's not flipped. There you go. The soundtrack is fantastic. Everything's shooting on all cylinders here, really. No, those Ubisoft hacks, nothing came out from that. I don't think it was true. I think it was massively overblown. Hey, you've been watching anyway. Don't apologise for not speaking. Glad you haven't just joined as it's ending. Tried to make a Rayman 3 GBA game on Roblox. Nice. Right, well. Dilly. Yeah, I think we're going to call it there. Beyond Good and Evil 2 might be really hard to make. I'll tell you later why. Message me on Discord. I want to know why you think it might be difficult to make. Yeah, I think we're going to call it there. I might see... yeah, if you're still watching, I'm going to stream Rayman Raving Rabbids later in the evening. I don't know when, but at some point. Some time in the near future. As in, like, I'm going to have dinner, I'm going to have a shower, I'm going to hoover the house before I have my surgery, and then I'm going to come back and play. So goodbye, thanks for joining, love you all. This was such a good game. Thank you, Callum, for making it. I can't believe it took me nearly 4 years to play it. Must have been out nearly 4 years ago. Alright. Goodbye. Thanks for joining. Moi. See you later.